which I definitely haven't been doing for the past 40 minutes. Hi. I definitely have not been streaming for the past 45 minutes.
Use your drone to locate a bomb.
Yep, I haven't been streaming this whole time. Which means I get to talk about how I talked about childhood crushes with Chris over on his stream. Nice, nice. Yeah. I need to hop over on Chris's stream and tell him to invite me to the party eventually, because I'm pretty sure they made a different party, because I don't think they're in Autumn's, like OG party boys or whatever the fuck it's called. If they are, I won't know, 'cause I don't really get on there.
Proceed to bomb's location and defuse it.
Probably, yeah.
You have located a bomb.
You can easily go into his stream and and ask him if he still wants to talk about childhood crushes.
The diffuser is now secured.
'Cause if he does, I'm down. He can invite me and I would join immediately. We'll get that conversation started again. We done talked a bit about it. I mean, I talked about it last stream, but I might as well talk about it this stream. Just in case I upload to YouTube. But over on his stream, we talked about childhood crushes, because I made a joke about Shigo.
You have dropped the diffuser.
I mean, that's about it. And then Kiddoic was just in the background going, oh. Grabbing Dragon, aka Chris. He was like, hell yeah. That's the rough of it, you know? The basics.
Sweeping for electronics.
I still can't believe the game was just like, and there's gothic clothing. My ass over here just, motherfucker, make Shigo.
One friendly operator remaining.
Well, yeah, cause my fucking teammate just, wow, he must have watched me die then. The fuck, mate? But man, his game said something about gothic clothing. They're playing God Eater Resurrection. I swear that's the name of the game, but that game looks so cool. I think it was made in like 2006 or some shit. I looked it up earlier. I looked it up earlier after I left his stream. Because, I mean, he's only been streaming for like 2 hours or so, right? I say 2 hours, but it might be roughly around 2 hours. Yeah, but after I left his stream before starting the last stream, which I restarted. Yeah, like 2-ish, yeah. I looked it up because I went over to Kid Oasis, I don't know how to say the other name. It's Kid underscore something with an A. I mean, like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. You seem like a chill dude. You passed me the chips when you mentioned chips, and I said I wanted some. You slid them over. I went to your stream and saw you do it, which was funny as fuck. I even went over there. I was like, "Hey, yo, I came for the chips." This motherfucker didn't know who I was. Like, hello, I am Senpai. I'm the one they call Senpai just because it's in my gamer tag. Or in my PSN. Gamer tag is an Xbox thing. You can tell I bounced back and forth from Xbox to PlayStation. Man, you can tell that game's old and made in like 2006ish because people still call it Gothic. They didn't just change it. They said Gothic instead of just going Goth, which is just taking 2 letters off, but you got to think about, like, as the generations got older and as new people, you change words slightly. It's either you change words or you add to it, or take it away. That's how texting language is now. Instead of saying laughing out loud to show that we think it's funny, we just type lol. I mean, it's basically the same thing. You can tell it's old just because goth is mentioned in it. I don't think nobody nowadays talks about goth. he talked about he brung up Gotham, man. My brain went immediately to Shigo. God, Shigo. Shigo. I got Shigo on the mind right now. Which is funny because I didn't watch Kim Possible that much. Like
10 seconds.
Like I
5 seconds to insert.
watched a lot of
Be
Teen
advised, a
Titans,
bomb location has
so
been
I knew
compromised.
Raven and shit, which I love
Op 4 has
I love
located a
Raven,
bomb.
let's be honest.
Activating camera.
I love Raven, I love Shigo from Kim Possible, like, big titty goth chicks, there's something about them. It's probably because in cartoons and anime, the big titty goth chicks are more of the sarcastic bitches, and I like a woman who isn't just always serious, which tends to happen in anime and cartoons, because they always try to stereotype a character. Because they try to stereotype a character so you know, like, who's who in the anime, so you always have the bubble-headed anime. Like, Powerpuff Girls is the good example of that. Powerpuff Girls did that good. You had Blossom, which was the smart leader. You had Bubbles, who was the caring airhead. And then you had Buttercup, who was just the sarcastic, tough bitch. Like, they stereotyped well, and they knew it worked. It's like, I love the sarcastic motherfuckers. Like, whether it be guy or girl, I love them. But big titty goth chicks in any show, always sarcastic.
Enemy is about to scan the area.
This motherfucker barely got hurt. God damn it. I shot too late. Happy New Year! Welcome to the conversation about big titty goth chicks and stuff. If you want to join in and start talking about your childhood crushes of watching cartoons, join in.
Op 4 located a bomb.
But the conversation is about how I was watching one of my other friends' streams, or whatever. I don't know. Jumpy Salt. Jumpy Salt. Actually a cool name. I can easily just hop on Twitch and see who's all watching. But yeah. Luna, go over. Actually, I can do it since I'm dead and I ain't doing shit. I'm gonna go hit up Chris's Twitch and see if he's still playing with all them.
Friendly, last
He
operator
100%
standing.
is. Like, I know who they are. Or I'll hit him up after this game, or after I play for a little bit longer.
Op 4, last stop standing.
Damn. Motherfucker got Judy chopped right in the throat. Man. I can't believe they didn't miss it. Like, I was so sad when Chris did not mention Jessica Rabbit in his list of childhood crushes. He is planting right now.
Op 4 is deployed a diffuser.
And you missed
destroy
it. Like, he mentioned Raven and all them. Like, he mentioned the primetime goth girls. But he didn't mention Jessica Rabbit. Like, I understand she isn't a goth girl, but like, Jessica fucking Rabbit, my guy. Jessica fucking Rabbit is so goddamn fine. Like, man, Jessica Rabbit is the only animated fucking character. Yeah, I don't care if we lost. I joined in late on the first round. Nobody was helping anybody. This man just turned on his mic after not talking the whole game. Like, whatever. Man, Jessica Rabbit is the one animated character I'll never fucking forget. I don't give a fuck. If you forget Jessica Rabbit, I'll make you remember. She's too hot to not. Jessica Rabbit wasn't even like the sarcastic type of chick that I literally just named was my type when it came to cartoons. Like, watch Total Drama Island, I liked the goth chick in there too. I don't remember her name. But it's like, if you ask me different type of cartoon shows, or like cartoons, anime, TV, you can't really pinpoint what type I have for the sheer fact that, like, so far I've been mentioning nothing but big titty goth girls, but then I literally just mentioned Jessica Rabbit, who she was literally just made to look hot. Like, she was the hot one, while Roger Rabbit is a
Locate and
fucking
defuse a bomb.
ugly, stupid rabbit. Like, that's the whole point. She's hot, and you don't understand how that goofy motherfucker got it. Then but like towards the end of the movie, where that question is literally asked, Jessica literally just says, "Because he makes me laugh." Like that, even the cartoon knows that guys who can make a chick laugh are hot to anyone. Humor is hot to anybody. It's just the facts about life. What is going on right now? You got that man sliding down. This man isn't holding a gun but shooting. It's to his right. He needs to look to his right. Yeah. There you go. Behind him. Oh.
We have been eliminated.
Yeah, I heard the metal sound, which is the upstairs. Yeah. But, what else did I talk last stream? Because I'm trying to remember everything I talked about last stream for the sheer fact that whatever I said over here, or over there, I'm gonna say over here just in case I upload to YouTube. Oh yeah, I said something about, shit. Art, yeah. Because I was talking about how recently on YouTube I've been watching more animators, yeah. Which has made me want to make an art YouTube channel where I can draw me and my friends talking about things like childhood crushes, which I just talked about. Cause I've been watching a lot of Emirichu, and she did videos like that, and I thought it'd be fun. Plus, I've been trying to animate stuff more. Of course, I haven't shown it on Instagram. Once again, go over to my Instagram. I'll plug it as many times as I want. If you don't like it, you can skip. But go look on my Instagram, just post something. If you don't like pictures of people being absolutely screwed. And no, I don't mean sexually. This is a torture picture.
Found a bomb.
It's a horror picture. If you don't like horror stuff that's creepy and shit, then don't fucking go to my art page. I'm sorry. But please go look at it at least. There might be something you like. You like hot women? I draw hot women every once in a while. Because I'm a heterosexual male who's straighter than a stripper pole.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
I'm a straighter than a stripper pole who has been reinforced with tungsten. And no fat bitch is allowed on me. Only the skinny hot ones, because I can't support their weight. I can support their weight. It's just I don't want to bend. But but yeah. So like this channel is nothing but streaming and games. So of course I don't want to upload art onto this, clearly.
Loading new mag.
I just want to play good. But yeah, I was debating. I don't know when I would do it, and I don't know how I'd do it, because currently I stream directly from my PlayStation. So of course, streaming. So of course, streaming a game is easy, because I mean I just turn on my PlayStation and go. But streaming my art is a different picture, because I don't know how I would do it. But in the future, once again, in the future, if I get somewhere, then I mean, it'd be fun to do that.
Must recover the diffuser. Down to 1. 15 seconds left.
Oh yeah, I'm getting nowhere.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
It would
left.
be. It would be.
Run
It
out
would
of
be.
time.
Yeah, it would be cool. Like, I could probably do it now, but the problem is I need a better laptop. The laptop I have has an issue where if I pick it up in the if I just hold it, sometimes it cuts itself off. So I could stream on there. I would just have to like download the right stuff. I would have to set it all up. But the issue would be if it turns off during stream, that would ruin it. Like earlier, I talked for 45 minutes about crushes. I talked about this and I talked about that. And then the internet cut off on my phone, and my internet booster turned off, and I had to like restart stream just to make sure everything was running smooth, and it ruined the moment because now I don't. All that time I spent talking is gone for the sheer fact that I had to restart just to make sure my internet was good. Like the game seemed to be
Protect the
running
bomb.
fine and all that, but just to be safe, I restarted it. Which is also a downside to streaming on the PlayStation, I guess. I have to make sure everything's okay.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Reported.
But yeah.
10 seconds to insertion.
So in the future, I would love to do art streams where I can make videos like that. But the issue is I don't have many friends. I said that last time.
Located by Op 4.
I have very few friends. And the amount of friends I have is around the amount I can put on my fingers. But over on Instagram I have like 500 followers just to look at my art. I have 18 followers over here on Twitch, and then I have 140 on YouTube. Like, those numbers are so fucking huge compared to the people I talk to in my own life. Which, I'm starting to get to the point where I think I'm saying the exact same as last time, which is cool. And that's fine. It's like a nice little recap. But, yeah, I am. I know for a fact I am. There's no doubt about it. But like, that's a lot of people, but it's not a lot of people to help me enough in life to do different things. Like right now, I don't have enough money to do literally anything. I maybe have
Op 4 found a bomb. Must defend it. Op 4 remaining.
like I may have like $200 and like in my name right now. I'm broke.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission successful.
But in the future, once I get a little bit more recognition, maybe once I get affiliated on Twitch, I can set up some donations so y'all can help me. Anyone who watches me, I can start setting sub goals, so that maybe one day I can buy a camera and show off my sixth toe. I know for a fact I made that joke last time. Me and my sixth toe, man, y'all gonna love it. Especially all the feet fetish people. Y'all get one extra toe to suck on at night. Once again, this is just a joke. I do not have 6 toes. I said this last time. Jesus Christ.
Protect the bombs.
If I did have 6 toes, that'd be funny. I'm just saying.
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
I'd be popping with my 6 toes.
Fortifications complete.
Really tease them with the 6 toe. If you want my 6th toe, you better
10
show
seconds
it.
left.
Shit. I don't even know what the fuck. Like, I know I'm just repeating myself, but at the same time, I don't even remember what I really said last time. So I'm repeating myself, but also I don't remember what I've said, which is weird.
Dispatching grenade.
You pretty much cover it all. Aw, man. Last time I talked about it for fucking 40 minutes. This time I only talked about it for 22. It's probably because I didn't talk as much about my my cartoon crushes. I know I talked about that for a fucking hot minute.
Launching to me.
Yeah. Shit, I can, once again, you want me to keep talking about cartoon crushes, I will. Shit. You can go over to Chris's stream and hit him up, see if he still wants to talk about him. I mean, shit, I don't give a fuck. To me, I don't just find it funny. Oh, hands down. Go over to his stream and hit him up and see what he says. Cause all he has to do is invite me to the party, and I can easily talk to him with it. Cause I don't think I'm in his party right now.
1 Op 4 remaining.
I just find it fucking funny. Also, I've noticed that on, like, I just went on Twitch to look at how stream is going, like how far it's been behind, and I've realized, like, every time I start a stream, the name is always different unless I start it again.
Op 4 eliminated.
Like the title from last stream is still the Smite stream. Also, I guess I can watch this to see how my mic sounds. Yeah. Damn, I joined my own stream to see how my mic sounded in that stream to see if it's good right now also. And it went immediately to the Chris talking about his tack leather or whatever and God Eater. They kept cracking on him about that shit to the point where I started to find it funny.
Protect
And
the
a
bomb.
kid going, every time I would mention a hot ass bitch. Hell yeah.
The bomb location has been compromised.
We are men of culture?
Op 4 has located a bomb.
He said he
Ready
wouldn't
for
mind.
assault.
Well, I said I wouldn't mind either, motherfucker. Like, that's what I said on your stream, and I don't break it. That's funny. Yeah, I'll even turn on online, so whenever he wants to invite me, he can invite me.
5 seconds to insertion. Camera initiated. Bomb located by Op 4. This is where you deploy ADS line of fire. ADS up and running. Camera activated.
But I'm gonna deploy all these now that they're not around.
CCE ready.
Laser gate in position.
in position.
Laser gate in place.
Loading new magazine!
Can't tell if that's the hatch. No, the hatch is right there. So I'm seeing. Oh, there's the hatch right there. I didn't actually expect a fucking invite. Okay. Alright.
Come at me!
I didn't actually expect an invite. Good to know that's what they want to talk about.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Damn, he left after I got that kill. He got a little upset. But back on the making another YouTube channel for art, animation, all that.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission
I
successful.
figured out how. I just need a better computer because my computer has an issue where it randomly turns off depending on how I hold it or if I put too much pressure in a spot. Like if I hold it with one hand on one side, like walking up the stairs, sometimes it turned off, which was bad because I have college and shit, which I need to check on because what is today? What the fuck is today? It is the 8th, which means that's the new semester starts. It started yesterday actually. It started yesterday actually. So I'll check on it tomorrow. Cause if it's anything like last semester, every week started again on Sunday. So I need a new computer, and then I can start streaming directly from my computer to my iPad, where I can do art streams, to have y'all watch me draw and all that shit. And then after that, I could actually start making videos of me drawing my friends, animating my friends in very crappy ways, etc. And just talking, or me telling my stories like how I caught my hand on fire, or how I broke my hand by being an idiot. Cause I got some stupid stories. Like I've done told y'all how I burnt my fucking hand. Like how do you catch your whole hand on fire? Well, I have a story. Like it would be fun. But let's go over and join his fucking party. Cause I'm an idiot and I didn't expect a fucking invite to his party on some serious shit. What's up? I told Luna to talk to you about that shit as a joke, and she actually fucking did it.
Yeah, she really
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah. I know, cause you sent me an invite, and I found that shit funny as hell. Well, actually, she did, but still.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What you mean? What? Just said the sentence.
I wasn't paying attention. Listen. Don't pay attention to me. I'm too high right now.
So high. Yeah, now she just in my chat. Well, you said to ask. It's like, bitch, I said as a joke.
There it is. Enemy HP vision. I need to fight the damn thing. I need it. I get the HP vision. The only thing I really want. Damn enemy HP vision.
Bomb located by Op.
HP
Fuck
vision.
it. Yeah.
Not see enemies HP just default.
No.
Damn, that's near
There's
awesome
there's
shit.
there's like, and even with enemy HP vision.
Oh
the
my
only way-
god.
The only way you see like enemies' health in this game, even with enemy HP vision,
Dakota.
is once their health gets about halfway
I fucking hate you.
on the mini map, their icon, their blink that shows where they are will start blinking slowly, and when they're almost dead, it'll start blinking really fast.
Dakota.
But you don't really need it if you know what to look for when they're almost dead. But I like having it.
Well, I never played the fucking game, so I'd need it.
Yeah. Even so, it's like only like certain enemies I know when they're almost dead,
You
just from
see?
like looking at them. Just like you.
Are you paying attention?
To what?
Look.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Well, thanks, Luna, for inviting. Well,
I had this on first.
I didn't see when you had that.
also, hey man, Dakota. Hey man, I'm Senpai.
Damn,
Nice
just
to.
straight call me Dakota. Damn.
Hey,
First
man.
name basis.
Hey man, I might as well be friendly, straight front. I just heard your real name be said. I might as
You
well.
right. You right.
Now, did you eat all them damn shits, my guy?
I got some crumbs. If you want the crumbs, I mean.
Man, shit. You know, I'm feeling a little sicky right now. You know, but I might lick my finger, dip my finger in the bag, get a little bit of the crumbs.
I mean, you
Just
have
flavor,
back
flavor,
there.
real quick, man.
You know, just, hey. I understand.
Just be that way.
It do be that way. Sometimes just getting a little bit of flavor don't hurt.
Hell yeah.
A little bit of extra flavor.
I need me a flavor saver, but I don't have one. Sad days.
I do. I have big flavor.
I'm a man of barely any hair.
I am a man of all hair.
All my hair's on my damn head. I look like fucking Shaggy.
Yeah. Speaking of hair, I need to get me a haircut.
The amount of restraint I had.
You get your beard trimmed.
I was only leaving it like it was because it's winter time.
You need to get trimmed. Have the sides cleaned up.
Oh wait. I almost went without chain. What are we fighting?
The only reason why I did it is because it's winter time. And it was like fucking 20 degrees. I needed something to keep me warm.
Lone Congo, Cocoon Maiden,
I'd say.
Zygotes.
His teammate don't help me.
What are you playing anyway?
I'm just playing Siege because I haven't played it in a hot minute.
Yeah, I just realized.
The Devil's Game.
I never added you on PlayStation.
Oh.
I was going and looking for your name because I was gonna add you, and I realized I didn't fucking add him.
I mean, we always just been talking in Autumn's party, so it's not like we needed to. We just met whenever we met. Damn, I just realized I accepted your fucking... I accepted your request as, it became, not a good time.
Damn, not a good time.
Not a good time.
What happened to you? What were you doing that just almost probably killed you?
He's just like, nah, I'm gonna go accept this. You probably died.
Oh, no, I didn't die. Luckily, the teammate got the damn kill, but if the teammate died, I was fucked. Because I already got downed by Fuse and shit.
Oh.
Yeah. This motherfucker picked me up and then ran to get the kill. My ass over here accepting your fucking friend request.
Dying.
My whole shit's fucking blue because I ate them damn Takis.
Oh, I forgot you asked me to put something in the microwave for you.
I'm fucking hungry.
A whole ass minute later.
Yeah.
At least it's a minute later, not an hour later.
On a final note, as of this morning, Captain Lindo's combat status has been altered. He is currently listed as missing in action, discharged.
MIA? Okay.
Absurd! We haven't found his daughter! We haven't found his armlet! How could you say that?
It is not my decision to make, Miss Tachibana. The brass confirmed. We are no longer receiving a beacon nor biometrics from his armlet. We don't have time for a full-scale search. Not with new attacks coming every day from unrecognized origami. Sorry.
She's just gonna go to her office and cry. She's gonna lock her door.
She's gonna go to my bedroom.
She's gonna get under the sheets.
I like the fact that God Eaters are as old as Soma.
Once again,
Technically,
I'm saying this is
Soma
a bitch
is
on
the
it.
oldest God Eater. You know?
Don't worry. I'll be ready for the mission when you need.
Oh yeah, if you couldn't tell, she wanted to ride his bone.
All night long.
Yeah.
All night long. But
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I didn't want this. The fuck?
Yeah, could tell. Could tell how crazy she was acting because the dude disappeared.
Oh no, I heard it. It was just the heat of the moment, she swears. Nothing like that.
We can hear you.
So,
We can hear you.
Yeah. It's funny. I like Soma. Soma's cool, and he's like the very, very, very first God Eater ever made. He was born a God Eater. To be technical. His own problems.
I might just get that goddamn game just to see what the fuck you talking about.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I can be
That's
the...
it's a great game.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Again.
No, that's it. I'm going to scream pineapple. And you can't sneeze no more. Luna says bless you.
Thank you. Everybody.
Wow, you gonna tell her thank you? Oh.
I knew you were gonna fucking bitch.
I ain't get a thank you either.
I said to everybody, do you have to get your own special thank you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luna says she's the important one here.
Damn, I thought I was special.
I should be the special one here, and apparently I'm not special.
I mean, I've been called special throughout school. I mean, that counts.
Yeah, my mom said I was special, but I don't know who the special is.
My dad called me special before he left.
I've been told I was special. I don't feel it.
Oh my god, Dakota. You are so pouty.
Sometimes people just be in these sad burnouts.
Yeah, you know.
No,
When you get told that you're special, and then you realize you're not special.
All because I didn't personally. All
Us
because
guys gotta stick together.
this is
not
that
God's
really
sexist
got it for
bullshit you
man.
stay on.
God's plan now.
It's the sexist bullshit y'all stay on. Y'all always gang up on me.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
It's
about.
really
We
not
don't
a
gang
y'all.
up
It's
on
really just a me. They haven't said anything, so you just attacked them.
I didn't say. Well, first of all, I was about to say Senpai don't count because he has not been involved in the situation. I'm talking about you, Christopher. Don't even go there.
Christopher
I get
barely
away
said
scot-free.
anything on the situation.
Christopher always.
But he didn't say
Hyped you
nothing.
up and encourages
I got you,
you.
Christopher. But he didn't say anything this time, so he's getting attacked. I think he deserves an apology.
Oh my god. I am not apologizing for shit. I don't apologize for a fucking thing.
Christopher, I'll handle this. I'll handle this. I just, please, one thing you just gotta handle it privately. You just, it's cool. Cool, I got you, Chris. You'll get your apology.
He'll make sure God's plan is all worked out.
Exactly.
He's not gonna do shit.
Like, don't listen to it, Christopher. Remember when I told you about girls that like to talk shit?
Just a minute ago. Didn't he say that you asked him to get him something like a minute ago? Which means he could just
And
not
he
do
didn't
it.
do it.
I mean, he can still just not do it. I mean,
He hasn't.
yeah, now he's expecting his apology, and then he'll do it. Maybe, I don't know. He has his own free will. I
I don't
can't speak for
apologize
him.
for shit.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I'd be taking it to my damn grave.
Fair enough.
Damn fucking right.
Aragami are pretty scary looking, huh? I mean, with the armor and the fangs and the claws and the missiles. Scary.
Oh.
Kurt. Dakota's character, the voice that he picked, she talks so fucking much.
So much. Like,
She talks so
does not shut
fucking
up.
much. He
Was it his
picked the
character just
most perfect voice for him because Dakota talks so fucking much. Oh my god.
My character's kind of like cocky in a way.
Oh man.
Oh, you want the beef and pepper rice, right?
All I want is a sarcastic asshole.
My character isn't like sarcastic, he's like a cocky piece of shit. There is a sarcastic one in there.
Oh yeah, no, it's bad. I bad. Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
So
Like, I don't
basically
have
you're
to
Eric.
listen to Chris's stream to
My
know what's
character
going
isn't
on in
Eric.
the game. Yeah,
Eric's
fair
a
enough.
different breed.
I mean, I ain't playing the game with him. I just heard what happened. So, I get your point, Luna. Oh shit!
Well, I love the story of God Eater. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
I fucking love it. The story, the world building, the character background stories.
Now, which one is it? Though?
Huh?
I'm
Which
playing
one
the
is it?
first one.
Yeah, we're playing the first one. Yeah, it's God Eater Resurrection, which is a remastered version of PSP games.
I mean, I never played
Yeah.
any of them. I was just asking because so far that shit seems cool. So.
Yeah, I believe it's pretty cool. But like, this one is a remaster of the PSP games, so it's like 3 games in one.
Oh shit!
So like after you complete like the first third of the game, you'll get a random end credit scene, which isn't even the end of the game. It's just end of the first
Man,
part.
That just sounds like some near Ultima shit.
Yep.
Man, I love that game. So far, you said the health bar and that, which just reminds me of Near Ultima. I love that game. So you just basically making me want it more.
Alright. The second game is awesome. I like it. But the third game, I only like it because it just out of all of them, it had the best way of telling the story. It really made you feel for every character like the
These
best way possible.
Shiwis are so fucking annoying to fight.
Is that what we're fighting?
Yeah, and that Konjo. That's so fucking annoying to fight.
You'll be okay.
Will he?
I'm gonna be alright, yeah.
So you come here spurred up. I didn't go in there and grab your spoon or whatever.
You can come with it.
Get fucked. It's been streaming for 3 hours. I got 1 new follower since it started.
Look at you, Christopher Brown.
Yeah, that puts me at 17.
Oh shit, you got 1 less than I do. Let's go.
Another thing, but if I would have streamed Freefall, I probably would have got more.
Is that fucking free PSN game right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know
It's not bad. I actually enjoy it.
I added that to my library, but I don't know what the fuck it is. Also has it.
It's like an RPG based game. Kinda.
Is it JRPG like you're playing now, or just normal?
No. If I had to describe it, it has like a Dishonored vibe.
Oh, okay.
But in third person. It's
oh
like
yeah,
Dishonored.
it is definitely like Dishonored. You know, I didn't even think about that, but now that you mention it, it really,
you know, you got all the rats and you got the blinky shit. No, I'm pretty sure that's not what you meant by that, but still.
No.
I just made the joke.
It's kind of like the era and vibe it gets. Yeah, it's more like the style.
Yeah.
It's like Dishonored met Skyrim because there's magic. And
I might just have to play that.
But it can be very, very, very fucking difficult. For no goddamn reason.
Oh, that's fine. Games for years made me want to kill myself. It's fine.
Oh.
So, sorry, was that line a little bit too harsh?
Sorry.
Games for years had made me want to beat my head in with a bat. There we go. Tsushima, Bloodborne, Dark Souls.
I love Bloodborne.
I love Bloodborne too, but fuck that shit. I beat that shit in my sibling's console, and then got it on mine and regretted it because I'd never want to do that shit again. One day I should get back into Bloodborne though. I got it, never fucking played it.
Dakota, did you go the other way?
Yeah.
Dakota lone wolfed it.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
One day I'll play Bloodborne, Luna. One day. The day that happens is when I forget the horror stories in which I've been succumbed to.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, Senpai. You're actually pretty fucking quiet to me.
My bad. It's cause my other mic got destroyed cause I went away for a bit, and then cause I live in the basement, they were putting up sheetrock for so I have a ceiling now, and they broke the USB for my Bluetooth, so I have to get a replacement headset. So I'm using a piece of shit one for right now. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
So if I get quiet or I sound different, that's why. I also love how I made the joke to Luna when she up and actually asked if we want me to join this party. I said I was talking to her about how we were talking about fucking Shigo and shit.
Oh yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
Roxanne.
You gonna run this?
Swear to God, we will run this shit back. Fucking Roxanne doing the lip bites in a fucking Disney movie. I swear to God.
God, Roxanne was the type of girl I wanted it.
Facts, man.
Like
12-year-old, like I don't know how fucking old I was. 10, 12, some shit.
I don't even.
I was young and not knowing what the fuck lip bites were, so I saw her do that shit. God.
Yeah. God damn. You got Raven. Oh my God.
Now, who likes Starfire when it came to that though?
Blackfire was okay. I mean,
Don't you shit on... No.
I'm not shitting on Starfire. No. I'm not shitting on Starfire. But I just like Raven more.
Big T got girls. Love them. But, when it came to that, I was more the Blackfire. Simply because when she was introduced in Teen Titans, she immediately started hitting on Robin, being sarcastic, assertive bitch.
Oh yeah. Fucking Blackfire, you're right.
Hell yeah.
I almost forgot about Blackfire. I like
What
her
about
too.
Jinx, though?
Oh my God! Thank you for reminding me. Jinx was my favorite whenever she was introduced. Whenever I saw her, she was my favorite.
Yeah.
When she started hitting on Cyborg, I was like,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
this is it.
Can somebody shoot it?
It's too far away.
Shit!
Someone
Got it.
shoot it. Just
Being
lean
total
first
trauma.
on Dakota.
It seems like somebody just got their shit fucked because they laughing.
I mean, it worked. It worked.
Yeah, oh.
I might just have to.
I knew you were holding on to that. I would have told you to shoot it sooner.
I'm gonna have to pull up y'all stream to know what the fuck going on.
Oh shit.
I'll just prop up
Y'all
my iPad.
both got...
Christopher, do you immune this motherfucker to stuns? I mean, stuns but traps?
Maybe.
Oh, fuck. Guess we're gonna find out.
No.
No!
He's just more resistant. Now.
You said maybe. And you
He's
started
gonna
looking
recover
at regular
faster.
life decisions. God damn, y'all just all welling on this motherfucker, and he just covered now.
God.
Now, hold on. Wait. Put your gun up. Put your gun up. You ain't shooting shit. Put your gun up. You ain't shooting shit.
Put your gun up and not your funny up.
Hey, you missed. Hey, you missed again.
You shut up, fucking asshole.
Gun up. I'm like, why is she running for a gun out? I'm like, wait a minute, she didn't shoot. What if he was running?
You're an asshole.
You still got it.
She's in a blast cannon, so it doesn't have range on it for shit anyway.
Once she shot out, I realized why she didn't shoot it. I was just, it's just at first I was like, wait a minute, why is she running with her gun out? She's not shooting.
That's
And then
why.
once she shot it, I was like, oh, that's why. She don't got no range.
It don't. Like, once I figured it out.
I know it don't. I seen that shit. I was like, damn. That didn't even go far.
She ain't got no range. Sniper, all range. That's it. All range. Shotgun, close range. No, like, that shit has absolutely no fucking range at all.
I can't accept it, Shinaki. I won't. There's no reason to go off the search.
Fuck.
His armlet is still missing. He's out there. He's out there. When a guard is taking action, protocol is to keep searching. They hunt until his guard is found. Tell me I'm wrong, Shinaki.
It's been a week. No, over a week since he vanished. There's almost no chance he survived this long, even less if he was injured fighting those things. You know this.
We can't just let him go. Please, we can't.
Damn, baby girl really hung up over here.
She really is.
Like, I don't know who the other
Like, I
bitch
tell you, she
talking.
really wanted that drunk dick, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm telling you, like, secretly she was fucking him, like, every other day, I'm telling him.
Keep it on the down low. God.
They had to have. They had
You
too
can't
much.
You can't just be putting it out there, Christopher. You gotta.
Oh, and then
All
the
she
other
wanted
bitch
to do
gonna
was
get
ride
hung
his
up now?
bone. She was giving his god arc a thorough inspection, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what you mean, but I can guess what the fuck you mean. God damn.
I don't know what you mean, but I can take a guess.
I can take a fat guess. I can hit a South Park and always get a clue.
I'm getting a major clue right now. Oh my god, my clue's pointing over here.
And my clue's pointing over here. Let's follow your clue.
I'll follow your clue. God.
You want a sword fight with our clues?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Swear to God.
I can't even.
Alright, we gotta go see. We gotta go see the girl in the lab.
Microwave.
Pretty sure I told you to come get my spoon.
Yeah, go ahead and sing Spoon. I just realized the Bible's glitched in this wall. Oh, never mind. Fail.
Alright, okay.
Forgive me, Father, for our
For a
sins.
minute there, I thought her name was Alice, but it was just Alice.
Alice
My
in
character's
Wonderland?
straight thuggin'.
Now that's a game I fucking missed.
What?
The Alice in Wonderland game for like the Xbox and shit. It's like
Oh, the
pictures
one where
and-
like Alice in Wonderland, the Madness one.
Yeah. My little brother, cause he has an Xbox still. He got it like some fucking pass, and I played some of it.
I really
Pass.
wanted. I really wanted to play it whenever I saw the five plus watching it.
God damn, Governor's storming in here. Asshole.
What are you talking about, Joseph?
Something about a booty hole. I love how I join your stream to see what the fuck going on. Just to see this bitch in a closet and another man getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, that's her traumatic experience she has as a kid. She watched her parents die. She couldn't do nothing about it.
Damn.
And this doctor, I hate him.
I hate him too.
You see what I mean now? Fucking doctor set her up.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the bio.
How long did I put it in there after?
Look on the bottom. Lift it up and look on the bottom.
Doc over here low-key scheming. What it is.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Shot me in the back, you bitch. Let me put my hand on your shoulder just to show that I feel bad.
Fucking hypnotized her ass.
This hand.
That's why I
on
fucking ran away like a little
shoulder.
bitch whenever you did that first time.
God damn.
Sounds like you're done.
Eh.
Come on.
Yeah. Not even a joke, just yeah.
I know. I saw it.
I might not have it at this point. No. I feel fine.
Ready or not, here we come.
I feel as fine as I ever have.
Everything changed. In a moment, there were screams, voices, all shouting that an origami had broken through.
Tragic.
Jeez, bitch, just settle down.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. I could feel the sexual tension building. I'm kidding.
Op 4, last operator standing. Friendly, last operator standing.
I could get revenge. Don't let it fight you. I could avenge my hands. Even a little bit. Won't bring them back.
Which in the anime was so much better? Her development was so much better. Well, I wouldn't say so much better. I like how they do it in the game. I like how they did it different in the anime.
That makes sense.
God, that sexual tension's so thick you can cut it with a knife.
I'm hungry.
For sure, you're so fucking goofy.
I'm so fucking hungry.
Then go get something to eat.
Go get 2 nice juicy hams. Eat both meals. If you don't get it, you don't get it. It's fine. But fill the gut.
Oh, this is the one we need to fucking fight. Freeze a spark. The one I've been needing to fight for the fucking longest.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna make me that sandwich now. Just real quick. The story just keeps getting better and better as the game goes on.
I'll just keep staring at the word infirmary.
My bad.
I might need one of those eventually. This corona might kick hard.
Or not.
Or not, I mean.
Who knows? You might be one of those people that get it and don't even realize they have it at all.
Honestly. I mean, so far, the only thing that's been going on is I have a cough every once in a while. Sometimes I have facial pains, but that could easily just be sinuses.
Word.
I'm fine.
I didn't mean to put the.
You really hit it in all red, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Who's in all red, bro?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, okay?
Hey, I didn't judge. I didn't ask why you were in all red. I simply pointed it out.
Well, because it just looked better, in my opinion.
Fair enough, fair enough. Once again, I didn't ask. I didn't judge. I just pointed out.
Yeah, you just pointed out that I'm wearing all red.
Yeah.
Well, it was either this one.
Actually.
Yeah, it was either this outfit. Or. Because that one technically isn't all red.
Yeah.
Because, like. This one's more red. And, like the pants are red as hell. So I went with the one with more black and red as an accent color. Yeah, that's what I did. Well, I liked it better.
Alright.
I mean, your character's so nice, so.
Yeah, then now let me make this one sandwich. Like I said I was going to do. Mission. Yeah, like I was going to say I was going to do missions ago. I was like, yeah, I don't think I will. I think I'll be fine.
Now, you gonna get something to eat too? Since you've been saying you hungry this whole time?
No.
Nah, you just gonna chill.
I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna wait.
I'll keep complaining about it.
Stream. Well, I guess my stomach's hungry, but it's like it doesn't want to eat.
Yeah.
You just really, it's like you're in a mood to eat. Like your stomach's hungry, but you don't know what you want. Mm-hmm. Like that's what it sounds like to me. Where? Oh, there it is.
You in the mood, but the mood just ain't for you.
The thing I would do, I'd just go look in the fridge real quick or whatever. Got food. Just look.
At least find something to snack on. I mean,
yeah, like more
your body don't feel hungry for no reason, so. Unless you're bored, but you playing the game right now and you seem to be having fun, so it ain't that.
Yeah.
Take it from me, the one person who went to psychology for high school, or not high school, but college for no fucking reason.
That's fair. Me, I'm literally, I think I'm only eating for the sake of eating. I don't think I'm actually hungry.
Yeah.
I basically got munchies, but never got high. Yeah.
Unless you got a contact card just now from walking into my cookies.
You got a contact high from simply walking in and out of your room, then...
Shit, she must have been hotboxing really fucking hard.
Shit must have been hard as hell.
Wait until I have a bomb. You have no idea.
Right, I have no idea. Not a singular idea.
Got my chip bologna sandwich. If I had a toaster, man, I'd make me some peanut butter bologna sandwich.
Shit, I might go get me something to eat. Not now, but later.
To start talking about food, but man, yeah, I go.
Like, I haven't eaten all day. Cause like, I don't... Clearly I ain't showing no symptoms of COVID, but like, I still feel like shit. So I just haven't eaten. The most I've eaten was like a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, at least you ate something today.
And that's all I've eaten for the past 2 days. Just a bowl of cereal, and I went to bed. Yeah, man. We lose that round, that's on me.
No, Swampy, I'm fine. Perhaps you haven't seen yourself lately. Everyone can tell something's wrong. Look, this. I might not understand. I can call you times that you care so deeply for that little boy. I have to be your in your current state, you get someone killed. Yourself.
Hey, bro.
Whose character is who? Said now whose character is who? Like, I'm pretty sure these characters in this cutscene isn't y'all. But
Yeah.
I noticed that while y'all playing, there's different names.
Yeah.
So which one of you is Oni and which one of you is Emo?
Because I'm grab and drag, because you know that obviously. I'm the only dude character.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
I mean, I'm watching your stream, so I don't see your name anyways.
Oni is Dakota.
I see.
Yumi is me.
So you are Yumi, and he's the demon. Alright, fair enough. That girl. Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, talks so fucking much.
Oh, was that his character?
Talks all the fucking time, yo. She never shuts the fuck up.
She got that like high pitched Oni-chan type voice. Of course it sounds different for me because it's through the headset, but still.
Oh, there it is!
Oh.
Where the fuck do you think you're going, Chelsea?
It was terrifying. I was running away. I was not what to do with that by myself.
Yeah.
Look at that fucking bitch! Do you see that shit?
Just get in there. Just go at it.
Christopher, do you change your weapon?
Me? No, I did not.
Alright.
Damn, y'all's weapons just turned into some teeth.
God damn.
Damn. This is a bad time for my fucking controller to die.
Well, shit about to go down.
That guy.
It's about to get a little fucked.
God damn it.
Okay.
Ah, damn.
Oh shit. Whoops.
Come back this way. Oh, fuck. Not that.
Oh.
Here.
God damn.
I have no fucking clue what just happened in my face.
You don't know what happened?
Not a damn clue. My teammate blew a fucking breach charge in my face, so I had no clue what I just shot at. The enemies in this goddamn game look so fucking good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming from me who likes to draw fucked up shit, but.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Chelsea, for fuck's sake!
What?
Keep up the good fight. Nice, thanks, Luna. I wouldn't qualify that as nice. It was a breach charge blown up next to my forehead, and I blindly shot. I ain't doing shit.
I'll probably let this one be my last. I'll probably end my stream here.
Are you done?
Yeah, I think I will be.
Tired?
I just gotta get some sleep for tomorrow. And I wanna chill before I have to actually start getting some sleep.
Where did I get that?
I still got it. Fair enough, though, man.
Sit your ass down, bitch.
Oh shit. So what's third?
I may try and read some more manga before I have to go to bed.
Oh shit. What manga you on?
I think I got one more chapter of My Hero to get caught up on.
Hell.
And then I'm gonna read Fire Force. I should have probably waited a little bit longer to start reading Black Clover My Hero again, because I was only behind 3 chapters.
Yeah.
And I usually been up to date, but with all the hype shit that's been going on, like, I just couldn't deal with the cliffhangers. So I was like, I'm gonna just wait for like probably 4 chapters and then binge read.
Yeah.
Cause oh my god, I don't know if you like Black Clover, but I fuck with Black Clover heavily.
I was watching the anime of Black Clover, but then I stopped. Cause I just all of a sudden stopped watching anime for a hot minute. But I'm gonna get back into it eventually.
I love Black Clover. It easily became one of my top 3. And none of the newer animes have been really in that position to really be in one of my top 3s.
Yeah.
So, My Hero, surprisingly, people think My Hero is, because I actually stuck with that from very beginning of when it was a manga till now.
I love how it died.
But
it died like a spider.
It's just, it's not my favorite because it's good. It's one of those hype animes, but it's just like I can't really just put it in there because, I mean, it for what it's supposed to be, it is.
Yeah, I mean,
But
it does what it's supposed to, but
Exactly.
it can't just be like thrown in anywhere. It is what
Yeah.
it is. That's all it's gonna be.
Exactly. Now, for some people, probably I'm just a big anime head, so it just for me it can't.
Yeah.
Now, would it be one of my favorites in top 5, top 10s? Yes, just not in my top 3. But damn, Chelsea, you do see this, right?
What?
You're the only one that has died.
Have you ever heard
shut
of the
up.
manga called Gale Shaft Blue?
No.
Damn.
Ooh, you learned a new predator style. Additionally, you can now customize predator styles.
G-Cell
But Black
Shaft
Clover,
Blue is good.
before we go to that one real quick, because I'm going to ask you some questions about it, because it seems interesting. The reason why Black Clover became easily my top 3 is because, first of all, it really got shit on a lot.
Yeah, it did. I saw that.
And then
It's fucked up,
people,
'cause a lot of people didn't
it
give it a
is really
chance either.
fucked up. They did. They just watched episode 1 and like, oh no, I don't fuck with it. I'm just like, what?
You need to keep
It's
up
not
with
like
that
My Hero. It's like Fairy Tail. Like, they have grimoires. Fairy Tail uses spells. They're fucking different. It's like Naruto. It's a fucking showing. My Hero's like Naruto.
Like, People need to stop comparing shit to other shit, cause at the end of the day, if you just like, I'm an artist. I'm gonna throw that out there. Is there? Anybody copies everybody when it comes to an artist.
Alright.
It does not change whether it's a cartoon, a manga, a fucking random ass animation by a random ass YouTuber. Like, no matter what, you can compare somebody to someone because somebody has to get inspiration from somewhere to make the thing in the first place.
Honestly.
Like Black
Yep.
Clover, you can compare it to anything, but it's probably because those gave inspiration to it. Don't try to fucking tear away what they got.
Right. But I was saying, once I hit episode 100, oh man, I was like, that shit got. Black Clover always gets me fucking hype. One thing I really love about it is there's very little spoilers. Not spoilers, fillers in that anime.
Yeah, they do
So,
those well.
yeah. Which I don't mind, fillers. I actually thought a lot of times they were going to put, like, a good amount of fillers because they went straight from 2 hype arcs back to back. And I was like, okay, it's got to be some filler. They're like, nope. Like, 1 episode of filler that actually kind of connect, but it's really filler still at the end of the day, but with a little connection. And
Yeah.
then straight into another arc. I'm like, well, damn, alright. I fucks with it.
Yeah, it did that shit.
Hell yeah.
Good. Like, I need to get back into watching it, hands down.
They're getting back to their new arc. Then this arc is gonna be the fucking shit.
Like, I think I left off when they were at the shit. They were at the fucking like some party or some fucking event. And
Oh, I know what you're talking
the
about.
chick that lost her voice and all that.
Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking
no,
about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I dropped it off right there because I like
Oh, you about
lost
to get
my
to one of the
fucking-
good parts.
Like, I lost my like fucking Crunchyroll and shit, so I had to get it back. Cause I mean,
Me,
I
the
can
only
watch it
reason
with
why I
ads, but I
dropped
don't
it-
want ads.
Yeah, the only reason why I dropped it is because Kiss Anime disappeared. Yeah,
That too.
That fucking bad.
Yeah,
I was
that
too
too.
sad and bummed out. Like, no, now I gotta fucking pay for it. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get back into it. I don't give a fuck. I'll watch it with ads. That shit's good.
Crafts.
Yeah.
Craft upgrades. There are a couple I've seen that there's like a couple shows I want to watch that I haven't got around to, but it's like either I get Crunchyroll, Funimation. I could get both, but I might end up watching one more than the other. I don't know. I just I want to get Funimation because I really want to watch Fire Force.
Oh yeah.
Really into Fire Force.
Fire Force is good.
Yeah.
Man, when I found fucking Fire Force, I was hyped
Are you
as
down,
hell. 'Cause
Dakota?
I'm a pyromaniac.
Yeah.
I love
Did
that
you end your
shit.
stream?
Yeah.
Alright, so you done? We're done.
Wait, I'm still fucking with stuff.
Like, I'm a pyromaniac, so Fire Force fucking made my wish come true with all that shit. So goddamn good.
Fire Force is great.
It's fucking amazing.
But like,
Alright, so are we getting off of this?
It seems like it.
Yeah.
but,
Oh, you play Smite?
me? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait. I'm trying to remember. I believe we already met before this, and I was the guy who was talking about Smite. We talked about Cthulhu.
Well, you know what? You damn right.
Yeah, alright.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to remember.
I remember that conversation.
Is right.
But yeah,
Oh,
I used to play Smite on my Switch, but then my SD card said fuck you, so now I can't update it anymore. So I have to move over to PlayStation. I'm like, alright, whatever. I'll start again.
Yeah,
Of course.
3-4 hours in.
Yeah.
3 hours in,
Almost 4
3 hours. Almost 4. That's good, man.
But The Gale Shaft Blue. It's a manga. I don't think it has an anime. Later, Chris's stream. but Gale Shaft Blue it doesn't have an anime, but it has a manga.
Yeah.
And I recommend it for the sheer fact that it does the protagonist differently than like your typical. The protagonist is always the hero. Because they don't do that at all.
Yeah.
It's not like Accelerator or whatever the fuck from that anime where he's just he calls himself
scientific accelerator.
Where he's not like the insane like protagonist, but it's bad. In this manga, it's more like in this world he has the role of a subjugator, which makes it to where he has no level at all, no power, no nothing, unless he has a teammate that dies, and then he takes their blood and gets leveled up. But then after the fight's over, he loses everything. So his sole purpose is to get teammates, let them die, and then defeat it all by his lonesome.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and throughout the whole thing, like I'm starting to reread it. I'm only like a few chapters in, and he has like this teammate who starts to fall in love with him. And of course they don't show it, but I mean they clearly show it. They are just like naked in the bed. Next scene, he gets this random ass teammate, throws him in the fucking ring. He dies, and then he just straight up turns around to the woman and says, "This is why I can't love anybody. This is why I can't have any teammates. And if so, you're just born to die." And then he just cuts her fucking head off and goes on with it. Like he's the character that like he wants to be nice, but he knows the role in his life cannot let him show shit for anything.
Because he can't be strong.
Like he cannot be strong without sacrificing everything he has. So if you're on his team, you are destined to be killed, or you're saving him the whole time. You're fighting for him to either level yourself up, or you're getting killed so he can finish off something far worse.
You know, there's only one show I want to watch, but I don't think I can watch it anywhere.
It was that.
At least, no, on any other streaming services we can get here.
Yeah.
It's called Soul Land. I want to say it's Chinese.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I loved the comics for it. That's why I read it first, and then I found out they got an animation. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Then I found out it was CG animation. I was like, "Man, this might actually be pretty good."
That shit.
But I was it was good, but I was disappointed.
Yeah.
With some scenes, because. All right, so
it did just not work well.
No, because they had to do it differently because of the limitations of CG.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, unless they have a high budget, they really can't do everything that they could do in anime, like in the comics for it. So in it, this dude, the main character, his name's Tang-san. He was part of a group of people called the Tang Sect. It's like a big ass secret organization where they have secret techniques and everything.
Yeah.
It's like Ninja Clan basically.
Yeah, it's like a family last name clan type shit.
Yeah. He is part of the Outer Sect, which are like people who they're part of it, but they're not. They're not important. So he only has access to limited things that they will allow him to see, which is very little.
An outcast group. Right.
Yeah. he actually goes in and steals a lot of shit, like a lot of information. He doesn't like steal it, whatever, and then like does stuff. He wants to learn. He's actually very talented. He's actually more talented than the people at the intersect. You know, he has so much more potential to actually be good. He even made one of the weapons that were there that no one could make. He made it himself.
Damn.
And the punishment for going and stealing, like learning this information when you shouldn't is like because there's punishments for it. Most of the time, it's just like actual physical punishment, like he actually gets like beat, whatever.
Yeah.
But for that one, because it was so classified, it was death. Most of the time, he punished himself for everything he made. So this one, he showed everyone what it was that he made, and then jumped off the cliff and killed himself. And then he woke up in a child's body with all his memories in another world. Yeah, in another world. Yeah, another world called Dulau.
Yeah.
Also known as Battle Continent. And in this world, he can all those techniques he learned in the past, he can still learn them, but he has to learn it differently. So he's actually already, by the time he reached age of 5, he was already busted for a child. Because he could still learn all these skills. But for some reason he couldn't, like at some point he couldn't train those skills anymore. Whenever he was level 5, he's like, at this point he should be able to like go further, but for some reason he's like stuck behind a wall.
Yeah.
And then he figured it out, because like once you turn 5, you go to temple of your village or whatever. Someone will come from the towns, like from the city, the capital.
Yeah.
It will come down to meet all the children to unlock their soul weapon. Because in this world, everyone has a soul weapon. It's a weapon from their soul.
Hell yeah.
So whenever kids turn 5, they have like a higher level soul master.
This seems
which
like
usually bound
a mix of Soul Eater with it's some manga about a fucking necromancer. It's not Overlord. It's not commonly known. It's literally just a manga. But keep going. I can talk about that later.
Yeah. Well, it's like these people are usually around level 50 to 70. They're the ones that have to go unlock everyone, because their control of soul power can unlock other people's, or even force them to awaken it or like pull it out whenever they don't want to.
Yeah.
So they go and help unlock the kid's potential, like unlock their weapon. Like they have like 3 or 4 classifications for weapons. I think it's 3. They have the beast weapons, which are just people who basically turn in to beasts, like they're like beast elements, like wolves or like birds and stuff. They will kind of have to show like aspects of it, and they won't really, like, they'll just kind of transform a little. Then you have weapons, like actual weapon types that come out as weapons. Then you have auxiliary type weapons, which are like they're only support skills. They don't really have any attack whatsoever. They only do support. Then you got the 4th classification, which is just junk. It's literally just useless ass weapons that don't do shit. That's literally what the classified is, which are like carrots, which are like carrots and grass. As a matter of fact, like just remember, I said
protein on the battlefield.
Like,
it's basically
because you can't, like some of these weapons you can't train. You know, no matter how hard you try, you can't.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the main character, Tangson, his weapon was blue silvergrass. They labeled it as a junk weapon and weren't even going to test his power level, because they usually unlock their weapon and then give them this orb that'll show what level they are. Yeah, they weren't even going to test him because of that. But he asked them anyway, so they did it, and he was innate level 10. Which, starting out, is the highest level you can go when you just unlock it. just having innate level 10 already makes you gifted.
His
Doesn't even matter what
grass
weapon
is
you have.
OP compared to everything else.
No, because there were other innate level 10s and all.
Yeah.
But for blue silvergrass, and being innate level 10 made him gifted.
Yeah.
Now, what they don't know is that he actually had 2 soul weapons, which is rare. Like, it's almost impossible to have 2 soul weapons. His other weapon was a hammer, called the Clear Sky Hammer. It was part of his family line from the Clear Sky clan.
Yeah.
Because his father was part of that clan, and he didn't know that. As far as he knew, his father was a drunken blacksmith. That's it. He didn't know that his father used to be the head of the clan.
Yeah.
And he was a descendant, and that's why he had this special hammer.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah. So they sent him to the academy, but of course he had to make his own money, or whatever, because he couldn't afford to actually go there. He kind of had a scholarship, but he still had to work for it.
Yeah.
While he was there, as soon as he entered his dorm room, which is a unisex dorm room, just got to mention that. As soon as he walked in there, one of the people who are pretty much like the leader of it, which is just a kid that's slightly older, immediately attacked him. Tang-san kicked his ass in like half a second, and he became the new leader of the dorm room. Because that's how they work. That's how they said it works. Then right after that, this girl showed up. Try to remember her name. God, I can't remember her name. Anyway, she shows up, challenged Tang-san. Like, just remember, Tang-san was had training in the past life of martial arts that he still remembers and trained for the last 5 years. Pretty much all his life. He's only like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
He goes and fights her, because it's the rule. When someone new shows up, they have to fight the leader. It's the rule of the dorm room. So he fought her, and barely lost. It was a cool ass fight scene, the last leader got his ass kicked so fast. It wasn't even he didn't even try. But she barely kicked it up. Her weapon is a rabbit. It's a snow rabbit. No, yeah. So she can just move around really quickly, and her kicks are really powerful.
She got the spring legs.
Yeah, so she kicked his ass, and he started talking about his family. She started talking about hers, how her mother is just gone, and he was talking about how his father disappeared, whatever, and he has no other family to think of. She's like, "Well, I could be your little sister." And he's like, "I don't know about that." She's like, "I'm going to be your little sister." He's like, "Okay."
I guess I don't really have a choice.
Yeah, so
weirdo over here.
Honestly, so she kind of forced him to share a bed with her.
Yeah.
It was really weird. They're good friends for years. And once you're every 10 levels, you have to go hunt a spirit beast. So you can unlock your next 10 levels. When you fight a spirit beast and they die, they drop something called a spirit ring, which is how you unlock skills.
Yeah.
And every skill you get is based on the spirit beast you kill. And some, they have to fight specific spirit beasts, and no other one would work. But because Tang-san's Blue Silvergrass has unlimited potential, because it's not really set to a specific type, it didn't matter which one he fought. But Tang-san wanted strong poison grass. So his master, he called everyone calls Grand Master because he doesn't have a name. He says he doesn't remember his name is Grand Master. That's all he knows. And he's also super intelligent because he already knew without even trying. Tang-san didn't even tell him.
That was nice. My bad for cutting you off.
Yeah. Without Tang-san even telling him. He didn't even show him or nothing. Grandmaster already knew he had 2 soul weapons.
He just smart.
He's super intelligent. Now, so you know, he's actually really well known throughout the continent as Grandmaster. He's part of someone called, like, a group of people called the Golden Triangle. Because there's 2 other, like, he has 2 friends that fight with them. One of them was a past lover, and the other one was his best friend. But he's only level 26. Because his soul weapon is mutated and it cannot go past level 26. Even with that knowledge, he's still powerful. His soul weapon may not be strong, but his skill and knowledge. Yeah, because with him, with his best friend and his past lover, that they managed to make a strong team group of power called the Golden Triangle. It's basically they make a giant golden dragon.
Hell yeah.
Because his friend, I think his name was like Director Flynn. He's level 76, and like his spirit beast is like an owl. And his past lover is like level 80 something, and she's like a blue lightning dragon.
Yeah.
And he's level 26. He controls the beast as the head of the triangle. It's really interesting. It's like a soul combination technique.
Yeah.
It was very badass whenever they showed it off.
Damn.
But like Tang-san like fought the snake. Made his bluegrass poisonous as well as harder. So like every beast he killed had some kind of poison base to it.
He made his grass hard as fuck and poisonous.
It wasn't hard as fuck. It was harder than it, like normal grasses.
Well, yeah, I'm just comparing it to normal grass, but yeah, I get
it's
what
pretty
you're
much
saying.
hard as fuck. Then they had a time skip
That's
of like
really cool.
like 2 years of like 5 years. They had a 5-year time skip, and they're like about 10 to 12. They're going to a new school called Shrek Academy. So I'm calling it. I don't think that's how it's pronounced. It's Shrek Academy. That's how I read it. It was Shrek Academy.
Hell yeah. Live, laugh, and love Shrek.
Yeah. And because Shrek has a very, very strict requirement to even get in. First of all, you can't really be older than 12. Right? You had to be between the age of 10 and 12.
How the fuck old are these people then? Well, 10 to 12, you just finished that statement.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Like 10 to 12. Second, their spirit level has to be over 25, which for a 10 to 12-year-old is actually very, very hard to do. And second, you need 10 gold pieces. You need to pay.
Not only do you need to be a rare find, but you need the money.
Yes. So everyone, there was like a long ass line to get into this academy, but only, let's see, it was like Tang-san, his little sister, quote unquote, little sister, that cannot remember her damn name. Wrong, which is a support type from the from the seven layer tile clan. It's like it's a 7-layer Pagong tile thing, and some girl with the Hellcat Civet. That's her. Like those are like the only 5 people that got in. There were already 3 people there. Dobai, he's a white tiger. I'm calling him Fat Boy because I don't remember his name. He's a chick. Like his spirit beast was a chicken, but it was a mutated chicken that has fire in it. Like it's a fire chicken. But he got one spirit beast that causes fire to burn so hot that he has to constantly eat because of how much energy it burns just having it. So he's fat as hell, and he's basically a phoenix. Like it's calls himself a phoenix, but it's literally a fire chicken. It's not a real phoenix. It's a fire chicken. And then you got Oscar, my favorite boy, Oscar. All right. He is a food type auxiliary spirit. Meaning he makes food. Like his spirit weapon is to make different types of food that he like either can heal or detox people. That's the only two skills he had. He gets a third one because he does reach level 30 in like a couple months, and it gives everyone the ability to fly who eats it.
Oh shit!
I think it was like a mushroom. It was a flying mushroom. The first one was tofu. It was just healing tofu. The second one was detoxing tofu. So it'd cure poison.
Yeah.
Third one he got was flying mushroom, which reached level 30. I think when he reached level 40, he got a pepper. A rage pepper. Yeah. The pepper, when you eat it, it increases all your stats by 5% with no side effects.
Oh shit!
It's like
you
activating
said
rage.
Yeah, you said rage, and I expected it to be like it makes you stronger in every aspect, but you kind of blank out because that's how I see
Yes,
rage in games.
because that's normally how rage works.
Yeah, but his had
It normally
no side
boosts
effects.
it by. Yeah, it mostly boosts like a normal rage boosts all stats by 15%.
Yeah.
But makes everyone stupid. And once it wears off, it makes them extremely tired. His does not have any side effects at all.
Yeah, so his is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. That's just him at level 40. Tangson, once you reach level...
like the Soul Eater and Necromancer thing.
Oh yeah.
Because the
and when
Necromancer
Tangson reached
thing
level...
is,
Yeah.
it has the same reincarnation thing, except, it's about a man who has been resurrected multiple times. So, like, his first life, he was an ordinary human. His second life, he got reincarnated as like, this man who was literally born to be experimented on. So he died from being tortured. And then in his next life, he was resurrected as a, like, newborn, half vampire, half something.
Oh,
and... yeah, he was a half-bred vampire and something else, and then it gave him the power of full-blown necromancy. So he was like an overpowered, not even 1-year-old. So he knew how to conjure up skeletons and shit, but he couldn't talk unless it was to his like skeleton creatures. And then his mom gets like killed because she had love with the vampire. And then he resurrected her mind into a severed, like, finger or something of her. And then from there on out, it's just this baby becoming fucking OP, but he can't talk at all. Because he still has his memories from the other lives.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So sad, but so cool.
Yeah, imagine a 1-year-old kicking your ass.
Yeah. So... Tangson, his skills were, his first two skills that he had at level 10, it was, I don't know, I try to remember if it was Parasite or Bind. Either way, it was either level 1 or level 2. Let's say level 1 is Bind. He can restrict people's movements with his grasp. And at level 2, he can make his grasp.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can make his grasp grow anywhere, on anything, including people's bodies. It kind of mixes with Bind at the same time. Basically, he's a control type spirit.
Well, we gotta find the next party.
He fought a man-faced spider. Now he did it on accident because he was trying to. He reached level 30 while they were hunting, like for Oscar to get his third spirit ring.
Yeah.
While they were hunting, he reached level 30. But he was jumping around trying to save his quote-unquote little sister. And while he was running, trying to get her, he got jumped by this man-faced spider. Which he ended up killing and getting the ring. Now, he already knew that the age of this spider was outside his limit to absorb the ring. Because it could prove fatal. What I mean is, because, like, depending, like, how strong the spirit rings are, dependent on the age. Because you got white rings, which are, like, 10-year-old spirit beasts.
Yeah.
Then you got yellow rings, which are, like, in the 100 range. And then you got the 1,000 years, which are, like, purple color. Then you got the 10,000, which is black spirit ring. And then you got the million year spirit rings, which are the crimson red. Which they're even, like, those ones are rare as hell, because you cannot find a spirit beast that's over a million years old.
Yeah. Huh.
So, at level, and it was just like a couple years outside the range. Well, basically, it was 100 years out the range that he needed, which was a 1,000-year spirit beast, but like 1,342, I think. And this spider was clearly 1,400 years old. Yeah. But he went and absorbed the spirit ring anyway, and it almost caused him a lot of problems. It almost killed him doing it. Damn. But when he got out, like whenever he finally absorbed it, he grew spider legs out of his back.
I was about to say to that, but then I'm like, I watched Tokyo Ghoul. He had centipede and spiders and all that shit out of his back. I guess it ain't that bad. Tokyo Ghoul is one of my favorite anime, so I mean, if I can handle centipede fucking bodies coming out of a man's back, I guess spider ain't that bad.
Yeah, it was just spider. Like he had basically 4 legs coming out of his back. Yeah. And it was an external spirit bone, because there are spirit bones now, like got introduced at this point, where they can like either augment them so they can have more strength, make them smarter, or make them harder to hit. You know, like they like external spirit bones affect people on the outside. They also have internal spirit bones that affect them physically on the inside. Yeah. He had an external spirit bone on his back, which are spider legs. Now, at this point, because it's a man-faced spider, his poison at this point is really, really toxic. Like, his blue silvergrass isn't that toxic compared to the legs of that spider that's on his back. Yeah, one scratch will put you into an instant coma.
Damn.
And if he doesn't pull the poison out, because he can do that with Spirit Bone, he can literally pull the poison out with the spider legs on his back, they will die in less than 10 minutes. Because he accidentally almost killed one of his friends. Because they got too close and he hasn't got control of it enough. So he accidentally scratched them and almost killed them.
Damn. You better figure that shit out.
Yeah. I don't remember the other skills he got after that at the moment. But his third skill was spider webs. basically. It basically made bind much made it much harder to dodge. Because bind would come out of the ground, straight out of the ground, and like attack them. They like try to attach to their body. While the spider web makes it so they can't really escape anywhere. Like it covers all their exits and then wrap them up, while also simultaneously doing poison damage to anyone weaker than him.
He's just a spider, hands down.
Yeah. And because he's intelligent as well, and his weapon type is a control type, he can literally control the battle from standing in one spot without even having to try.
Damn.
Especially since you know his skills and knowledge that in his past life, he's super skilled in hidden weapons. So like his whole body is covered in hidden weapons, but you can't see them. Just covered. He has a special belt that has even more hidden weapons in it. Like it's like a spatial belt. It actually has like 32 spatial pockets with like that can hold a shit ton of weapons.
This man got the entire Batman gadget belt on him.
Yeah. and constantly he's making more weapons that are more powerful and harder to craft, that are more intricate and harder to see.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. Fucking, I think like all his shit's cool. And wrong. Hers, technically she can only get 7 skills because of her 7-layer tile. Because it's a 7-layer tile, she can only technically go up to level 70. You know. Because originally it's supposed to be 9 tiles, but over the generations, it just kind of got smaller. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Tang-san, of course, helped her unlock the other 2 levels of the tile by giving her a special plant that he found. But he helped everybody, like, because his intelligence and his knowledge of everything, he could boost everyone's power without even just from knowing their just knowing them personally. He knows exactly what they need.
If you exist in his life, you have something. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you exist in his life, like as a true friend, like basically a family to him, he will help you any way he can. Like, he will literally go out of his way. Because he eventually got picked up by a level 90 titled Dalal. Which once you reach level 90, every level is a big jump in power. So, because if someone's level 94, but you're level 93, yeah, sure, the level don't seem that much different, like one level difference, but it's a big power difference.
Fucking different, yeah.
It's a big power difference. That level 93 may not ever beat that level 94.
Just like in an actual video game.
Like in an actual video game. Now, if you have the skill, you can kind of overpower them if you know what you're doing. You may not have the power to beat them alone, but with a couple items, you may be able to. I'm only saying that because Tang-san can, in fact, beat at level 45. He managed to wound a level 90 titled Dalal. He wasn't gonna beat them, but he really made them really actually try. With all his hidden weapons and shit and his ability in poison making.
Yeah.
Really made him run for his money. Like he made him struggle really fucking hard. And he almost killed himself twice. Just absorbing the spirit rings.
God damn. A risky ass fucker.
Yeah, because the best in terms of color. The best layout for your spirit rings is 2 yellow, I think. No, it's 1 yellow, 2 purple, and then you get the black ones. No. 2 yellows, 2 purples, and then the black spirit rings. Once you reach level 40, he instantly just decided to get a 10,000 year spirit beast that was way outside his year level. Damn near killed him just to get the black spirit ring at level 40. Which, whenever he showed people that he had the black spirit ring at level 40, people damn near shit a fucking brick. It was basically, it was a higher level version of the man-faced spider he fought at level 30.
Yeah.
It is a bigger, badder spider. So, when he activated it, it made a cage that was harder to get out of. And with more people around him, he can actually make it harder to get out of.
Damn.
Hmm.
Need to use your drone.
That's
Man, it was
pretty
so
fucking
cool.
amazing.
But what? I literally went off track. I was just telling the entire story of the fucking show. Anyway,
you do what you want, man.
like,
I mean, I'm talking to you. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, but what I was talking about, the one that made me upset that the show couldn't do, was the fact that spirit beasts, they actually like kind of transform whenever they reach level 30. Their third skill is actually to transform into their respective beasts. So they actually show like they actually get full out transformation. They never did that. They say transformation, but they never actually transformed.
It's more like a puberty.
Yeah, because like in the animation, they couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Instead they kind of showed the spirit beast behind them when normally they'll turn into or show like some kind of like partial transformation.
Yeah.
What's even cooler is like other weapon types. You know, like the blue silver grass and like the people with like actual weapons and shit. As they level up, they'll actually develop armor with it. So like at level 10, Tangson had a bracelet whenever he activated his blue silver grass. A bracelet would appear. And by the time he reached level 27, I think, he had a full-on gauntlet on his arm.
Nice.
Like, it transforms as you level up. You actually start getting full-ass armor. Shit. You know, they didn't do that in the animation. I'm kind of upset now. But the opening music, fucking baller as hell. I killed it. Oh, I can still remember it. It's great. I thought that was. But my god, you start learning more about Tangson, like his actual family on the continent. Like when he finds out that his dad was actually the leader of a sky clan that he's not supposed to tell anyone. He's not supposed to show anyone his other hammer. Like he's not supposed to show anyone his hammer. He's not supposed to do that. You know, for good reason. No one ever told him the reason why. They told him not to. They told him not to work on the hammer. Just work on the blue silvergrass. Because, like, and there's a good reason why they said that. Because by the time he gets to level 90, and he actually works on the hammer, he could get all black spirit rings. Which would make his hammer busted as hell. But no one
give him
ever...
a cheat sheet, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they also found out that the only recorded cases of having two souls, anytime they did that, they literally would die. Anytime they try to work on both weapons at the same time.
So not only
because it basically ripped them in two. You can't work on both. But there is one person that actually has two soul weapons and hasn't died from working on both. But she's a cunt.
She's just that one hoe.
Yeah, she was also an ex-girlfriend of Tangson's master, Grandmaster. Of course. And he didn't really share the same feelings as her because he still was in love with Erlong, which is his like his, I guess you could say ex-wife or ex-fiance. Now the sad part is when he met Erlong and fell in love with her, him and his best friend Flynn were basically fighting for her love. Flynn asked her out first. He asked her out first and was rejected. And she went with Grandmaster. And whenever he finally proposed and they were on their wedding day, Grandmaster's uncle, because he was basically kicked out of that clan.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, he basically rejected his name because he got kicked out. He pretty much wasn't even part of it, so he called himself Grandmaster. On his wedding day, his uncle showed up and told him to stop this wedding because the woman he was marrying was his uncle's daughter, and he had no idea.
Damn.
It was his cousin. At this point, he was heartbroken and was distraught. He ran away. He left her there at the altar, and he ran away. Because she was also there. Everyone was there. Everyone knew. He ran away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everyone knew that, like, at this point, they both know now that they're cousins. He ran away to hide in the woods. And he was going to kill himself. Because of how much that, like, he felt hurt, and it just hurt him so much.
Yeah.
But his best friend stopped him. Last second. Lynn showed up and stopped him. He told him not to do it.
Worth it.
Yeah. Of course, it doesn't matter because later he ends up going back to Erlong and actually starts dating her again.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because she was pissed off. Whenever he ran into her again, she fucking slapped the shit out of him, and then started crying like, "Why would you leave me, man?" Yeah, no.
I don't know, maybe
He
you're
couldn't.
my cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Whew. It's fucking hilarious. I was so sad. Like, whenever I found that out, I cried. I was like, "Poor bastard." I just wanted some love.
I'm just over here trying to find the fucking manga I just told you about. I can't find it anywhere though. It sucks ass.
Yeah, I mean,
I found Blood Lab, which is funny if you into that.
what, Blood Lab?
Yeah, Blood Lab.
Oh god, Lab.
Yeah.
I guess we're talking about two different manga, because I was talking about like when you said Blood Lab, I thought you said Blood Lad, which is a great manga, by the way.
Talking about Blood Lab. It's about a vampire who's an absolute weeb. But it's like the whole thing is I guess they live in like a type of hell, so there's monsters everywhere, and the most powerful monster in their district is the like leader of that district. So the main character is a vampire and he holds his district, but he hides the fact that he's an absolute weeb because he doesn't want people to know that he's interested in humans because they don't live on Earth. And then somehow a human dies and she becomes a ghost, and for some reason she doesn't like go to heaven or hell. She goes to wherever the fuck they call their place. I don't remember shit from it because it got canceled.
Yeah, the show got canceled.
Yeah.
Called Blood Lad, by the way.
It is Lad.
It's Blood Lad. She
yeah.
actually didn't die and go there. She went there by accident somehow.
Went there by accident.
And then died there. It became a ghost.
I read all my manga off of some bootleg app. That's probably why I was wrong.
Yeah.
I want to read it.
I fucking read it off of Kiss Manga whenever Kiss Manga was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, that shit got... No.
It also got...
Yeah.
There's also Manga Kakalot, which is another
I just
thing
read
I
it on a app called Manga Top. It just gives you ads when you get on, it gives you an ad, and then that's about it, unless you read it for hours on end.
Yeah, which is like me with Webtoon.
Same.
But Soul Land was the only... Like, the only way I could read it was on Kiss Manga.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's where I read most of the manga I read, which is Naruto and Bleach, was like two of them. I read to completion, as well as Blood Lad and Beelzebub.
Fuck yeah.
And Soul Eater.
I watched Soul Eater on like fucking Toonami.
Yeah, you should read it. It's a lot different.
Yeah.
And it ends better.
Oh, I found it finally. It's called The Dark Mage Who Doesn't Want a Fourth Time. If you want to read it.
I'll try to remember. I've read
It's
a
a
lot.
long ass title.
Like there were two manga I read that actually like literally last year got at the same time an anime adaptation. It was Darwin's Game.
Mhm.
And what was the other one called?
Talking about webtoons still?
No.
If it was webtoons, then it was about to be Got Out of High School.
Oh, which I read them and then watched them both. Was
I
Power of
haven't,
God
I
and
haven't
God of
watched
High
it.
School. And Noblesse. Noblesse is getting an anime adaptation too.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if you read them.
I have not.
Noblesse is done. Noblesse.
Yeah, I saw
Webtoon is
that. It's
completely
on
done.
the completed section of it.
And I think God of High School is almost done. And Tower of God, I think, is on hiatus right now. But I haven't checked it in a minute.
Mhm.
Because I guess the author was having some issue, like health complications, so they had to stop for a while.
Mhm.
I've read them all. Well, what was cool about Noblesse is they actually had a spin-off series for a little bit, like a little short spin-off series. It was mostly just about the main vampire, the Noblesse. Because vampires aren't called vampires; they're called nobles. And the nobles of nobles is called the Noblesse. Basically, if nobles went out of hand, the Noblesse is there to stop them.
Yeah.
He's basically the strongest vampire of all vampires.
Mhm.
Like he's so strong, it actually kills him just using his power.
Jesus Christ. I need to see it.
And it's so cool. Like I recommend you actually give it a read. I'm not gonna talk much about that because I actually it was the art style's beautiful. The fight scenes are like really well done. I can't wait to watch the animation, like the anime, because they did do a pilot episode on YouTube for on Webtoon.
Yeah.
On the Webtoon YouTube channel that they have, they made like a 40-minute long anime, which kind of skipped a lot.
I mean, it makes sense with the time.
Yeah. Which now they're actually making an actual anime adaptation years later.
Yeah.
On Crunchyroll. And I didn't even know it, but apparently God of High School had a DS game.
What?
Yeah. God of High School has a DS game.
I did not fucking know that.
It never released in America.
Well, yeah, clearly.
I was like, man, that's pretty cool.
But, I'm just gonna keep telling you about the Death Mage thing just because it's funny. But,
yeah, go ahead.
But, the whole thing, the reason he dies 4 times if you couldn't tell by the title. Well, he has 4 lives,
Yeah.
he didn't die 4 times. But the first time he died on like a boat with a group of classmates or some shit. And then God resurrects all of them at the same time. But the thing is, the main character, I think he gets a useless power the first time. And then the third time, there's somebody who looks almost the exact same as him. So God gives him all the power, giving him no power for his next life, other than what he had beforehand, which was just useless. And then he gets shoved into a lab to be tested on that power, because I mean he's like floating books and doing all that shit, like telekinesis type thing. And he was in there since he was a kid, and he just been sitting in the same like wheelchair that they've been testing him in till he's like an adult or a teenager or some shit. I don't know the age. They just gave him longer hair and made him taller. Doesn't really say anything. But then it turns out that all the classmates from his first life are also in his next life, and they're the heroes. So they over here, so in the first world, they kind of like save him after he unleashes his power and like goes into a full-blown rage, killing people. All the scientists that have been testing on the whole time. And then as he gets to the doorway, all of his classmates are there to stop him. Like, pointing guns and swords at him. Not knowing who he is, because he looks so different from all the torture. And then, I think, after he dies from that, that's when he gets resurrected again as a newborn, half vampire, half dark elf, now that I think about it. And then it just starts from there. And then I think that's like only the first 2 chapters of the thing. And I think they have 22 now. They're slowly getting more, unless this bootleg fucking place I read it just doesn't update them anymore. And like, he can resurrect almost anything, whether it be a skeleton or a fucking
headset, Christopher.
carriage.
Hmm. 10 seconds. Drone has located a bomb.
Yeah.
Insertion in 5 seconds.
But like, he even resurrects a like carriage, so he just has a random carriage with a ghost in it, but no horses, so it just drives everywhere for him. Then he has like ape skeletons and all that shit.
The diffuser is no longer in your
And I think the part where I left off, he's like starting to meet like some Amazonian women and shit. And of course, they're calling a baby cute and all that, but I haven't finished reading it because I could never find it because I forgot the name.
But you found it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I finally
continue
found it
reading.
today because I fucking remembered it. But yeah, but that shit's
God, I
good.
remember I was gonna order Soul Land, like the full on comics for it and everything.
Mhm.
But they don't have any official English translation.
Yeah, no. I had that happen to me too.
Drone ready.
So like I actually have to watch it off a bootleg. I actually have to read it off a bootleg site.
I mean, hey, you read it how you can read it. Just put it on a favorite tab on your phone or some shit.
Yeah. Gleipnir, that's it. Gleipnir. Gleipnir was the other one I read before it became an anime.
Oh, I know what the fuck you're talking about with where the man's a mascot and then he has the chick that always enters him and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been reading that shit this whole time. I'm waiting for that shit to kick back. And it has gotten an anime. God.
Darwin's Game. Have you read it?
So fucking good. I've seen it, but I never read it.
Because like it got an anime adaptation. I've been so long since I actually read the damn thing. I completely forgot. Like after the dude passed out, like in the first episode, he woke up in bed with that girl after after like kicking her ass.
Hell
She's
yeah.
fucking naked as hell. I was like, wait, excuse me?
Let me just kick your ass and then smash.
That's not what happened. It was like the whole situation with. Have you seen High School DxD?
Mhm.
It was like the whole situation with Riaz and Issei when Issei got hurt so bad.
Yeah.
So he healed. So she healed him, butt ass naked because it works faster or something.
Yeah, more bodily contact equals more healing. Is the whole explanation. It has to be skin on skin action or it doesn't work.
Yeah. Have you ever seen or heard of Airfrita?
Nope.
From Commonplace to World's Strongest?
I have never even heard of it.
Okay. Basically, it's similar to what you just told me with the like that dude gets reincarnated, but like his first reincarnation had like a shit power.
Yeah, the Dark
And
Mage.
then like after a few reincarnations he becomes busted as hell.
Yeah.
The only difference is he only reincarnates once. And whenever he gets reincarnated that first time. No, he didn't get reincarnated. No, his entire class got transported to another world. Where did they have to pick the Demon King or something?
drone has located
Hey, the Demon King's in
And
that book I told Dakota before he got.
yeah, his only two powers, because he only had two spells, two skills,
Uh-huh.
and it was language comprehension, so he can read any language, and transmutation, which can't do much with it. The only thing he could do is kind of move the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And his level was only like level 10 or 12 at the time you see him, while his classmates are like level 20 and shit. Well, during an expedition, one of his classmates decided to, yes, let me touch this giant ass crystal, and they teleported from like the 16th floor all the way down to the 67th floor. Which, if you know anything about like dungeons and video games,
the
lower the floor,
the harder it gets.
the harder it gets.
Fucking Christ.
So they get teleported to this long ass bridge.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing around this long ass bridge. Then they tried to go ahead and cross it, and this giant ass behemoth showed up on the other side of the bridge and started charging them. And at the same time, behind them, which is like their only exit to go back up, a bunch of skeletons spawned in. So some of them were trying to stop the behemoth from moving from one direction while everyone else was trying to clear a path. All the close range fighters. Well, the behemoth started to get a little too close. So the main character, using his transmutation skill, made a giant wall and told everyone to start running, because they're like to clear out a path. And everyone gets to the doorway and turns around and starts shooting magic at the behemoth. And at this point, the wall failed. He stopped and started hauling ass. But one of the magic spells beelined straight for him and blew up the bridge at his feet. And he started falling. And right before he started falling, it zooms in on one of his classmates' faces, just like the lower half. He smirked.
He did.
Yeah, he saw one of the classmates smirk. Yeah. You don't know which one.
You
I mean, we do eventually. We kind of figure it out, but you don't really know who it is. And then he started falling. You don't know what floor he's actually on. Well, he doesn't know. It eventually tells us that he's like at floor 80, around there. And when he wakes up, his classmates all assume he's dead. None of them go look for him. Except for the one girl that was in love with him wanted to find him, but they wouldn't let her. The dude wakes up in this dark ass cave area, and he sees this rabbit, a little short little fucking rabbit thing. It's like, man, that shit cute as hell. And then it teleports, and then his arm's gone.
Oh, I think I actually do know what the fuck you've been talking about.
It kicked his arm off.
Doesn't he make... Is that this thing where he makes like a fucking handgun for himself?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I never actually watched it, but I've seen like clips of it on YouTube just because it popped up. But I never actually seen it.
It's actually really fucking cool.
I plan on watching it.
Then as he's freaking out because his arm's gone, he's starting to bleed the fuck out. A fucking thing that looked like a fucking polar bear showed up and ate the shit out of that rabbit. He starts freaking out and starts using his transmutation skill to dig a hole to hide in. And at one point he collapsed and turned around like on his back. He's about to fucking bleed to death. And then you just see this orb, this crystal, the mana crystal. It's like dripping water, which they call holy water. When it comes from a mana crystal, it's holy water, and it will heal any wound and cure any ailment.
Yeah, and then he ate like the monster meat while drinking that, so that was the only reason he stayed alive and shit.
That's the only reason why he stayed alive.
Yeah, I need to watch that because I've fucking seen clips of it.
How dare you dare at my daughter!
It's
Fucking
like,
killed my ass.
I never actually fucking watched it. Like, I've seen that part because I've saw like the Crunchyroll clip on YouTube, and then I saw the part where they're at the fucking, they're like eating, and his classmates recognize him, or teammates,
Yeah.
whatever. And then the bunny girl gets shit on because of her ears and kicks ass.
My favorite clip out of all of that is whenever one of his classmates try to ask him for help, and they kind of yell at his like quote unquote daughter. He's like, "You yell at my daughter? I'm gonna kick your goddamn ass!" I'm not gonna lie, I acted that way one time with a character in the game. It was like, I damn near lost my fucking shit.
I mean, when you love a character good enough, shit hits.
Yeah. Her name was Feme. That was her name.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, how you met her, your character, because it's from the third Guide Eater game.
Mm-hmm.
But how you met her is your character and everyone on this, they call it an ash crawler, which is this giant vehicle to protect everyone from the ash outside. They can move from place to place safely. There was this ash-born origami that showed up. It was heading straight for them. It was heading towards the cargo container. So everyone headed down there to try to get in, try to stop it or get rid of it. But whenever they open the door, you see this little girl with a collar on her neck. It seems kind of spaced out, like she's been drugged or something.
Yeah.
She was the special cargo that had to transport and not know what it is. Yeah, seems kind of suspicious, right?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Not even the person that was guarding the cargo container on the out, like in front of it, didn't even know she was in there. But the ash origami broke into the cargo container and was about to attack her. My character, without a second thought, charged in and took the hit for her.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about ash origami that makes them different from regular origami is how they eat things, which is called devour.
Mm-hmm.
When they hit you, you start to get devoured from the inside out. They don't have to actually.
So it's a decaying type shit.
It's like a decay. So I was sitting there, laying there, pretty much dying. And whenever I saved her, took the hit, it broke the collar off. And she regained consciousness again, like actually, is actually conscious. And she started healing me. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else got rid of the ash origami, and I woke up 3 days later. When I woke up 3 days later,
I'm just a little passed out.
Yeah, whenever I woke up 3 days later, this little girl that doesn't have a name yet, at this point she doesn't have a name, started calling me daddy, and I'm like, excuse me? What the fuck happened to me in these 3 days I was unconscious?
Somebody did a little nasty while I was asleep.
No. What happened was, everyone was making jokes about me acting like a fucking dad, because of how, like, quick I went to go save her.
Yeah.
Compared to everybody else. That eventually she caught on calling my character daddy. I was like, no. No, this is not happening.
Don't.
But then after a few missions, whatever, she's been there, I'm like, if anything happened to this child, I'll kill everyone in this room and then myself. It was like, yeah. Which I was about to fucking cry because it wasn't the first time that happened to me in a fucking video game.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to Earth.
I've been here. Y'all just been talking too damn much.
Well, it's not like you said anything. You just kept talking.
Yeah, I mean, you could have butted in at any moment.
I had nothing to chime in.
Oh, okay, well. You clearly just butted in by saying hi, so I mean, like, clearly contradictions or something, but I mean, whatever. You do you.
I said hi for the genre that I was bouncing.
I just had a fucking spasm right there, but okay.
You good?
Oh yeah. It's just this game gives you heart attacks, you know? It's just be that way. Yep. It's okay.
No, you don't do that.
I mean, would you rather just hear me go on another rant about some fucking random ass book or something?
I would.
Have you ever heard of Funohan?
No.
Anywho, bye guys.
Later.
Bye.
What type of anime and manga are you mostly into? Psychological, action, adventure, slice of life?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Me, I think I'm mostly into romance comedies, but
Fair
I
enough.
like fantasy too.
Well, Funohan is neither of those. Funohan is it's very deep into psychology. So if you find messing with minds cool, then this is it. But the whole point of it is the main character, Funohan, is he's a hitman to hire, basically, except he never kills anyone. Cause he does it all psychologically. Like, his whole character stick is that he sets up a plan before anyone finds out. So so he gets hired by, you go into like an abandoned phone booth that has one bench next to it. You go to the bench, you sit in the phone booth, you leave a note. He gets the note later and he does all the planning before you can even like actually call him up. Because he just works that fast. But he never lays a hand on anybody, he never kills anyone directly, and there's never blood spilt that he does. It is always him being psychologically, like, okay, I almost died. It's all psychological. So, like, I'm trying to fucking remember how this thing worked. I think it was, like, a wife was cheating, so the man started cheating, and then they both hate each other for it. So they both hired him to work. So he made one of them think that they swallowed poison, but in reality all he did was give them a drink of water. So they choked and gagged on the water due to the sheer fact that he made them believe it wasn't water. It's all just psychological torture that he puts them through, but he never does anything bad. Or like, well, I mean, he's killing people.
So bad they just believe.
Yeah.
Well, he's killing people without actually killing them.
He's killing people, but like, it's not him. I mean, you can't like put him in jail for it. If anything,
he's not killing them. He's making them believe that they're dying.
Yeah, it's more of like he's an assist in suicide without giving them the thought of suicide. And it doesn't help that like he hypnotizes people with his eyes also, because he has like these black and red crimson eyes that have like swirls in them. It's kind of like the Rinnegan if you've seen Naruto.
Yeah.
And throughout the whole like manga, there's a detective that's trying to put him behind bars and catch him doing shit and scheming, but in reality he never figures out that to Funohan he's also a piece. Like, he kind of sees it as a board game, but the detective is also a piece because he always wants that detective to be there. The detective will never catch him because he can never have solid evidence that Funohan killed anybody, but Funohan always wants the detective nearby because he wants to psychologically torture him because he can never do his job. So the detective is over here building anger, like holding all these grudges, emotions and shit, and Funohan's getting away with it every fucking time. And then it gets to a point where the detective, like, he gets injured or some shit, and he develops amnesia. But the feelings of rage from Funohan does not leave. So anytime he sees him, he gets pissed off, but he can never understand why. so he's still a giant like role without knowing it still, and he doesn't even know who he is anymore. Like it just continuously torture after torture without doing anything, and it's just great.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
Actually, it's pretty great.
Clearly, I'm the one who likes the fucked up shit. Don't read romance and all of that.
Look, I like romance comedies the best, in my personal opinion. But I do like action, I like adventure, and I could do psychological, fucked up shit. To me, sometimes it's kind of funny. I can't remember any on top of my head. No, I read one. What was one I read?
I mean, if you ever seen Tokyo Ghoul, that's one.
Yeah. I liked it. I kind of got sick of it. It was, I don't know, it just...
Watching the anime is like an off and on sort of feeling. Like, I watched it all, but like, they had points where it lost track, but then in the manga, it's a constant hit because they don't take anything away. Because, I mean, it's the manga. And they don't hide how fucked up Kaneki actually gets versus the anime, who has to keep it somewhat censored to put on TV.
That's fair.
Yeah, so the manga is just out there. But the anime, it's either a hit or miss simply because it's off and on mindset. And of course they ended it with Re, which skipped a whole bunch. And
I'm trying to remember, but I can't remember any of them. So no, I was seeing some fucked up. Like facts, like I don't know, psychological, but I've seen some. That,
I mean, hey, it's just fucked up in general. Then it's fucked up in general.
Fucked up in general. Yeah, I've seen some fucked up shit. I just can't remember any of them.
But
top of my head at the moment.
Like when it comes to the Tokyo Ghoul and anime and manga, it's like for instance when you first see Yuta in the mask store, in the anime they don't like show him eating the eye, they just kind of insinuate it. But in the manga, he full blown like rips it in half, chews on it in front of Kaneki. Like he's just not well mannered with it. And they have slight censor like that, or they just have like during the fight with the sister and the brother, I fucking forgot their names. But that just gets down and dirty. Like that lasts for 2 whole chapters versus the like 5 minutes in the anime. So it's like you have censorship to a far degree and a short degree, which is why I don't think the anime holds up.
Yeah, I kind of lost interest in it after. I think like season 4, lost interest. Like I just couldn't watch it. It was so. I don't know. I couldn't tell if it was boring or I was just too confused to understand what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it gets all over the place sometimes. With other times I don't know.
Elfin lead. That was interesting.
That was interesting. Yeah. I think I know what that one is.
10 seconds.
It's been so long since I've seen it, I can't really describe it myself.
Yeah.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
I've seen a lot, but I can't remember a lot of the good ones. Because anime is gone. Yeah. Because anime had all my shit in it. I was like, man, I remember these. Like, it helped me remember just from looking at the name. I can tend to remember. But now I can't really find any of that shit anywhere.
Man, I had to go back through the thing to... I was talking to you about Funohan, and I had to go back to see if I recapped it correctly, just because that's how I am, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was also a fucking part where this man breaks into this woman's house.
Op 4 has
Because
located a
on the
bomb.
start of that chapter, it's like the wife was having an affair. Because I mean, this is a different one, but the woman's having an affair with this like just absolute horn dog of a man, and he
Friendly operator remaining.
puts a drop into his water,
Failed. All friendlies were
or
eliminated.
not his water, but into his tequila. Because I guess they're at like a love hotel or something, and he makes it to where he thinks it's a drug, so he gets even more aroused and becomes more speedy. So it's kind of like he's just on speed or some other shit. But then it turns out that this whole time while he's imagining fucking the wife that has been having the affair with him, he's actually outside getting ran over by a bus. And then the wife who was having an affair just got home, and the man, so it was the same situation as before, where it was two people doing it to each other, but instead of it being the couple, it was the man who had an affair wanted the baby that they had dead, because the woman's been lying to her husband saying it's their kid, but in reality it was his, but he wants it dead because he didn't want it. And then the woman who had the affair, I think it was the husband that put the hit on the guy, so the guy got ran over by the bus, and then the woman came home, saw that her baby was dead, but in reality, Funuhan has a rule where he does not kill certain age, because he wants to be a respectable man, so he doesn't kill someone who's not an adult. So in reality, it was a baby doll laying on the like futon that the dad laid out. She thought it was dead because the baby wasn't moving. She jumped off the rail of the balcony, committing suicide from like a 5-foot or higher building. And then he picked up the doll, showed the husband. As the husband asked, why did she kill it, or why did that happen? He explained why, ruining the husband's life also, after killing the man with the affair, like he wanted, not knowing that there was also a hit on his wife and the baby, or on the baby, but he killed the wife instead. And then he took the baby to like an orphanage or something, because and at the end of every chapter after he kills somebody, he says the same thing of how foolish humans are, because he just doesn't find them smart. He's just a very cynical person.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Be ready for hostile action.
Like, that manga, it's so real to the point where it's like somebody could actually torture someone like that, and it's not even a joke. If you know how psychology works and you can manipulate a person, then that's not even shy from reality, which makes it even more interesting but scary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty scary now that I think about it.
Yeah, if somebody knows how psychology works, it's not that hard.
Actually, I just remembered one of the fucking anime I read.
Fuck?
Oh, fun of the fucked up manga I read.
Mm-hmm.
It was called Tokyo Riding Hood. I would describe it, but I can't.
Oh.
It's...
Is it just something else?
It's a thing. It's a fucking thing.
It's something.
It really is fucking something. Like
now, when you say it's something, is it more on the triple X side of something, or on the more side of what the hell's going on?
both.
Oh.
There's no. It's not one or the other. It's fucking both.
And what did you say the name of it was?
Tokyo Riding Hood. It's literally about a girl who looks like. I'm just saying, who looks like she's like young as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for her wolf to eat her.
Oh.
And she sleeps around with a lot of older dudes.
Oh.
And then kills them. because they're not the wolf she's looking for. Like she
Yeah,
asked them,
that's
like
something.
she literally asked them to eat her. That they take a playful bite, but not actually hurt her or nothing. She's like, well, that was fun, and it kills them. And she can't die because she's not human.
Damn.
She literally got killed once and just came back and just regrew her entire body. It's literally just like it's literally gruesome, disgusting. Then you find out that the wolf she's looking for is actually her son. She wants her son to eat her.
Okay.
And it's disgusting. And like you find out what she actually looks like. Like what she originally looked like before she got the body that she has now.
Yeah.
Not that bad. But like, I feel sick.
It's like it went from hot MILF to grandma.
No, it went from hot MILF to jailbait. All right.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Nah.
That just reminds me of a manga I read called Libidoors. If you can't guess what that's about, with it having libido in the front. It's okay. It's a manga about clearly sexual desires, but it's about a manga where the men, like, there was a disease, plague, whatever, going around, where if the men got too aroused, they would mutate into a sack. And no, I don't mean like a ball sack. I mean like a full cylinder circle. No wrinkles, no nothing, just the face and arms. And then they would merge together, making disgusting monsters. But then there's some people who learn to control their horniness and use it to do things. Like, for example, there's this one woman who has been dating a man that had he like lost his legs, so her whole kink is people with deformities, because she's been dating a man with a deformity for so long that it became a fetish. So her power lets her grow fingers from her fingers, which eventually point to a triangle, forming a sharp-ass blade. And then there's a man who has a kink of bondage, so his fingers can stretch so he can tie up people. And then the main character, he has a domination mom kink, so his arm can swell like a penis. To eventually one arm goes full Hulk out and he can just smash his shit. Like, it's very cool, but the idea of it is very fucking weird.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah, and then there's a man who has an electrification fetish. So his body is a taser. If he touches it, he gets zapped, and it's just like everything comes down to a fucking fetish, and that's their power.
First of all, that's actually really kind of funny.
And then there's still people who don't have powers because they didn't get the disease. So it's either they didn't get the disease and fully mutate, and then they can control their power, or they just didn't get the power. And then the main character is the guy with the giant Hulk fist. He only has one. That's why I keep saying only the Hulk fist. It's like he has the fucking plush toy that people could get, like socket boppers type shit. But yeah, it's way more than a pillow fight. It's a fetish.
It's way more than a pillow fight.
But at one part, the chick with the sword hand and fingers is helping him out, and then he like gets passed out, and because he used his power too much, so he got too horny, and all the blood rushed and it passed out, etc. The fight was too much. He passed out for like years, and he was woke up in the hospital, nothing in the night and gown, he had the long hair, etc., etc. And then he found out that the world has been split between men and women, so then men cannot get horny and mutate, and women are safe, which is killing the world off because they can't reproduce. So the main character gets pissy because he wants to see the girl that he loved. Because at the very start, before he gets the disease, he finally confesses and asks her for a date. Well, I mean, he didn't finally confess, but he confessed after his power unleashed for the first time because he saved her from another. He saved her from a monster, which was like a combination of 3 guys. So it just had tons of eyeballs and shit. So his arm went all buff boner mode, and he beat the shit out of him, and then confessed to her. Finally, after thinking he was going to die, because it's either you die from this disease and lose all self-control or not. And then you also find out that some people can die when they become the monsters if they just get sexually aroused, because as he's defeating the monster, her shoe falls off, exposing her feet, and one of the 3 guys in the mutation had a stockings fetish, so his monster body grew a weird-looking dick, and he came, which made the rest of the monster unable to move, and they just died. The manga gets fucking weird. This is the type of shit I find at 4 a.m. Not able to sleep because I'm an insomniac. You're welcome.
Oh, God. You have no... You have... God, what... There was another one. I know there's a lot. I just can't remember any of
Luna
it.
hasn't said shit during that. Because when I first found it and told that to somebody, they were like, what the fuck? Luna has not had a single reaction about any of this manga or anime we've talked about.
Look, I've seen a lot of fucking shit. I literally cannot be surprised that this happened. Alright, I actually am very intrigued. I kind of want to fucking read it.
Hey man, just look up Libidors. The cover will literally just have a man with a hulking ass hand. That's literally it. You just killed our teammate, my guy. I said something about a boner fist, and you just killed our teammate with C4. That's a fucking explosion, if I do say so myself. Haha, another cum joke.
I wonder if I can find out Mount Kakalot. Let me look up.
If you can't find it, there's an app called Manga Top, which is where I read my manga, and it's on there.
For some reason. Search? No matches? Yeah, sorry. Well, the one I was looking for is on here. Sadly. I'm sad. Okay. There was one, it's kind of fucked up. It's called Frankenfran.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally about...
Am I alive?
It's literally about this girl who's a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, well, a creation of a doctor. I don't remember if the doctor's name is Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
But her name's Fran. Frankenfran. She basically studied under the doctor and all his interesting interesting what was the word for? Interesting methods of surgery to heal people. So when people come to her for help, yeah, when people come to her to ask for help for for medical reasons, she helps them any way she can. It doesn't matter the method she chooses. A lot of the cases, it ends horribly. Let me give you an example. Okay, so there was this otaku. We'll call him an otaku. He's like, he's pretty big, dude. You know, kind of, in normal standards would be considered ugly.
Mm-hmm.
He was really in love with this girl who's, very pretty and all this stuff. And he tried to confess his love for her, She said, "No, you're fucking ugly," and walked away, and then got hit by a bus immediately.
Oh.
Dude picked her up crying, whatever, and he runs into Frank and Fran. And he asks her for help, and she's like, "Don't worry, I got this," and goes and takes her to her lab. And where she operated on her. And then the next scene, you see this girl with just her head on a giant caterpillar, basically. She's a life-size girl with a giant caterpillar body. And the dude showed up every day. She didn't want to see him. She hated herself. She thought she was ugly. She thought she was disgusting. The dude came and see her every day. Every day. You know?
Yeah.
And she kind of started falling in love with him. Because even though he see her like that, he wasn't in love with her just because she looked cute or whatever. He was actually in love with her.
The action.
Being her. Yeah. So she fell in love with him. And then one day he showed up and she was in a cocoon. And like a week later, when he came back again, because he came every day, but a week later, it passed, she broke out of it and she was in her normal body. Her eyes were different because the insect genes that were implanted. Yeah, because the insect genes implanted in her body, her eyes were like a little more insect-like. But she was in her normal body. So she went home with this dude, with that dude, and while they went off to her place so they can do the nasty, one of Frank and Fran's assistants asked her what they did, what Frank and Fran did to her. It's like, oh, I would mix to her with genes of different insects, one of them being praying mantis.
Oh no.
You already see where I'm going with this now?
Yeah.
It cuts back to her eating the dude in her full praying mantis form. Saying, I'm sorry, as she's crying, as she's still eating him.
God damn. You
That
gotta
was
know
just
your
one
bugs
of the
if you
things
want to know
where...
about that. God damn.
Because that was an act of kindness. Like, she actually really meant to help them, but it went wrong. The ones before then was an act of vengeance against the people that were wronged.
Yeah.
Like one dude had his son murdered, and she brought him back to life. But kinda used his father as a host body. As in, remember the scene from Harry Potter, Sorcerer's Stone?
Yes.
Where I had that dude, and Voldemort was on the back of his head?
Yes.
It was literally that. But he could still control part of the body, so he beat that dude to death. So he beat his father to death. Or his father killed himself from just the pure guilt alone. At one point, this dude... there was no one where this dude killed this girl he was in love with. Brought her head to Frank and Fran. No, brought her to Frank and Fran. And she managed to bring her back to life as just a head on a hand. All her organs that she needed to survive minimally was all in her head. Her intestines, and her heart, like just scaled down so it all fit, but it was enough to keep her alive. She couldn't speak because her vocal cords are gone because she didn't have her neck. But she could kind of move a little bit on the hand, but still struggled. Like you could tell that mentally she wasn't all there.
Yeah.
But she kept asking for help or whatever. She wanted an actual body.
Oh shit! I just found it on my fucking app. I might have to read some Frankenfurter.
Yeah, Frankenfurter. I'm being serious.
Have you ever heard of a killing morph?
No.
Okay, well, this is another gore-filled psychological bullshit. Well, I guess the other one wasn't gore-filled; it was just psychological. But this one's psychological horror, mystery, action.
Yeah.
Kinda. And the whole point is there's this like serial killer who, goddamn, I'm trying to like figure out how to describe it without. Shit. Okay, so there's this serial killer who's like, once again, psychologically doing shit to where, like, I won't tell you the whole fucking plot, because I mean you can just go read it yourself if you want to. But the
if I can find it on this website.
Okay, it's just Killing Morph. It should have like a picture of a guy wearing a sack on his head, like all stitchy and shit. But the whole point is that this serial killer who never shows his face, never does anything other than kill. I think he shows his face once, but it's like I think he only shows it to the one girl. Okay. He at one point in the manga he gets caught by the police, but in reality he uses his brain because apparently he has so much brain power where he can make duplicates of himself in reality if he can trick the person. So the main female character always feels under pressure, always feels like he's there because she saw him slaughter people in an alleyway with her friends, but her friends, if I remember correctly, they don't really register it, I guess. I need to reread it because I barely remember it. But like throughout the whole thing, she has PTSD from it, and it lets him like be literally anywhere he fucking wants to be to kill anyone, even as he's in a jail cell. So he just goes around torturing her basically. So anywhere she is, he is killing anybody. Because I mean, he's just a serial killer and that's it. And it's pretty fucking cool. I don't remember much else from it. I should reread it. So the next time I talk about it with somebody, I actually know what the fuck I'm saying. But oh well.
Yeah, so I found it on this.
Yeah, it's already over. It only has 36 chapters. You can like read it in a day.
I know.
Yeah.
I saw it.
And
I might have remembered the name of the manga. I said, Tokyo Riding Hood. I think I might have remembered it wrong. Is that or it's not on here?
I could look it up.
On yours?
Let's see. Yeah, no, it's not on mine either. I got Gambler's Parade, which is cool. Gambler's Parade, it's just like Bloodlad. It got canceled. It has a similar art style to Bloodlad, but it's also more of like a Danganronpa. It's all hard lines.
Have you seen Beelzebub?
I have. The fucking baby. Yes.
Have you seen the anime or read the manga?
I have read some of the manga, watched the anime. Great.
Well, the manga continues past the anime. Like, the anime, how it ended, I don't think it ever actually happened in the manga. Let's see if I can look it up. It might be...
The way it ended is he kind of just accepted it. I mean, it didn't really end. It's more or less he just accepted it, and if the anime ever continues, it continues. Yeah. Which, I mean, it works for what they were trying to do with it, I guess.
Yeah, Tokyo Riding Hood is a Japanese manga written and illustrated by Benkyo Tamayoki. Its serialization began in the monthly comic Bears in 2003. Manga is popular for its over-the-top gore and violence, and for the young main character and the different sex acts she partakes in.
It has 4 volumes, so it's not nearly that long either. You could read it in a single day.
Yeah, I could.
Its actual title, I think, is Tokyo Akazuken. You try looking it up. It's like Tokyo, aka Zukin, Cukin.
I got it. Let's pull that
Is it
up.
on there?
Tokyo. I do not see it. Maybe if I just type in Tokyo, because I might not be spelling it right. If I just type in Tokyo, there's bound to be a long list. It might be there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, you'll see a girl wearing a red outfit in the cover. With, like, twin tails.
I found Tokyo Boy and Girl. What a title.
I was scrolling through and I'm just remembering all of it.
Nah.
See how dark it was.
Not there for me.
Not on there.
Sadly. No. But if you want another quick read, you can read the Gamblers thing I just talked about. The Blood Lad, Danganronpa art. The whole point, well, it got canceled once again. It only has 23 chapters, but the whole point of it is that there's a teacher that makes a gamblers club, because this is set in Japan, so gambling's illegal. But he makes a secret gamblers club full of students who like to gamble, for the sole purpose to go around and destroy every other gambler because he hates it. But he's also like the ultimate gambler, simply because once he gets into it, he becomes like a completely different fucking person. Because he has like the down straight black hair, wears glasses, stern stoic face, but when he gambles and he gets serious, his hair like frills out into spiky, like wavy Danganronpa epic shit. He has like black blood lines on his face, his skin gets darker, he just becomes like demonic looking and gets into it, and he wins at all costs. But he's actually very fucking smart, so the look was kind of just there. I don't know what they're planning to do on it, because it got canceled, so I don't know if the look was supposed to be something leading to something bigger, but it didn't really play a role. They canceled it as soon as they got done showing off the first, like, gambler, which means they kind of ended it, and then you can fill in the gaps and think of a story however you want. Wait, no, the fuck they didn't. They ended it as they're meeting some new guy, which means they fucked it. But the first guy, he was secretly blind, and he used, and his whole gambling thing was a roulette table. But they both had their own roulette table, and it was like set up to be, it was set and it looked like a pinball game. So they had their own dividing walls and all that shit, and they sat across from each other so they couldn't see. And it was whoever got a better number wins, whoever's number was higher. But then he figured out that he was blind because after the teacher got like his whole new demonic get up look, and as they were gambling, they had oxygen masks on, which, I mean, the more oxygen forced into you, the harder it is for you to breathe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they were taking oxygen out of the room, so he was getting high at the same time as he was losing his breath, which makes some sense. But he started to cough up blood because he was having trouble breathing, so he coughed the blood up onto the guy without him noticing because it landed on his glasses. And he found out that he was blind, so he would fuck with him, and he won due to him being blind. It's just cool. Of course, once again, they canceled it. I said that 4 times now. So, I mean, doesn't have a cool ass ending or anything. It's just one of those that if you want a quick read while you're taking a shit or going to bed.
Actually, pretty interesting. Sadly, I can't. I hate the fact that you can't really find this readable on your app. I'm gonna see if I actually put the right name for it. Tokyo Akazukin on Manga Kakalot, which you can read on the internet, like on the website. It's a website. Let's see.
I didn't realize how long we've been talking about manga and anime until now.
Yeah. No.
Oh well. Anybody who watches this just has recommendations. Luna has recommendations.
That is true.
Yeah.
And no, it's not on here either.
I find it funny because I don't watch anime that much anymore, so I can't like say anything about any.
I've seen a few. I mean, I've seen a lot of anime. I've actually watched.
Yeah, it's not like the thing that I haven't watched. It's just like recently, I just stopped. So it's like every anime I was watching, I just haven't finished, and I haven't picked up any other ones.
Same.
Yeah, I just kind of said fuck it and started reading them whenever I couldn't go to sleep or some shit like that. Like I was watching Noragami, if you know what that is.
Yeah, I actually do.
Yeah, like I was watching Noragami and then I dropped it, and then I was like, saw it on the app I read, and I was like, alright, I'll just read it instead. And I never finished watching it.
That's what I did with Bleach. I couldn't watch it, but I decided to read it all, and I did.
Yeah. That's what I did with My Hero after the season passed. Just started reading it. So when the new season comes out, I guess I'll already know. Just ruin myself, but oh well. It's also what I did with Sasuruko no Tension, which is just like the Death Angel or whatever. I guess is the American one. It's the guy with like the bandaged face and the scythe and the blonde little girl. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like I started watching that, and then it was on Kiss Anime, and it got taken down when I was trying to finish it, and then I just said fucking and read it, which they still haven't fucking finished it on the app I'm reading it on, which is annoying.
It happens.
Yeah. I mean, they're slowly getting it done, but it's like, it's just very, very slow. Just like, just go ahead and finish it. If you're gonna take that long, just go ahead and finish it. It's the same with my status as an assassin and Berserk of Glutton. It's like, got so many things that I want to read, but it's just so slow for them to get another chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Berserk of Glutton is good if you like the fantasy action shit. It has a similar premise to the Gale Self Blue that I was talking about earlier when Dakota was in here. But instead of the teammates getting killed, it's more or less he just likes to lone wolf it, because he gets his ability from his sword. Because he has a sword which is Glutton. There's the Sin weapons, and because he was so weak, he picked up Glutton when it was like a rusty blade at a shop. My bad. But it was like a rusty blade, and then he bought it because he was so weak that he couldn't like get a high tier weapon or some shit. And then he woke up greed, and now he has greed as a weapon. So anytime he kills an enemy, he gains XP for it. but he can also to do better skills and to unlock different forms of his sword, because his sword can transform into like a bow and shit, or he can like use different elemental attacks. To use those, he has to use his XP. So he can become super fucking strong, but he has to eat away at himself to do the stronger things, which is pretty fucking cool. They're slowly continuing it. It's like at chapter 40 or 30, and they are slowly getting more.
It's like World Trigger. I miss it.
Yeah. I need to rewatch that because I don't remember shit, or read it.
I'm half tempted to read it, but then again, I think it's still on hiatus because of how bad the what were we talking about? I fucking lost my train of thought in mid-sentence.
Dude, I was letting you go at it, and then you zoned out, and then you kept going, and I was like, and then I got lost.
What was I talking about? What?
Luna, do you remember the anime that you called out?
World Trigger, that's it. Okay,
yeah,
I remember.
That.
I was talking about how it got on hiatus due to the manga artist having complications with his health.
Yeah.
Or their health. I don't remember if it was due or not, but with their health.
Yeah.
So they had to stop. They'll continue it whenever they get better, but
it might not even happen. Yeah.
Cause like, I was so hyped up with the fucking anime. I'm like, yes. But then,
finally,
they say we'll see you in season 2, maybe.
Oh, shatter my dreams. I see.
And they're like, why? Well, you see, explains what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Like, that's fair. There was like a lot I wish there was like 6 seasons for.
Yeah. I mean,
there's one I kind of wish I would just read, see if it's different.
Mm-hmm.
It was like Angel Beats.
I think I know what that is.
It was really like depressing towards the end. Fucking hilarious in the beginning, but once they reached like last 4 or 5 episodes, it was just depressing as shit. Especially like the last 2. Make me want to cry.
Yeah.
All friendlies were eliminated.
Are there any others? Would you like to talk about?
I'm trying to remember.
We can always talk about a manga called Drawing While I Masturbate.
Excuse me?
Okay. Well, the manga title tells you what the name is. It tells you the whole premise of it. But the whole point is that this chick gets hired by a erotic manga company, but she can't draw erotic stuff without being aroused, so she masturbates to draw. And then it gets to the point where she literally just has to masturbate to draw because it makes it better, which makes no sense to anyone around her, but to her it makes sense because she's shown them herself that without masturbating, her art looks ugly. her art while masturbating is professional manga level, which is why she got hired. But when she does not masturbate, it looks like a 2-year-old drawing with crayons. like that is the whole point of that manga.
10 seconds left.
That's unfortunate.
and then it gets worse because like other members get hired by this guy because and I guess he like goes solo or something. I don't fucking remember. I stopped reading it after a while just because it was just so stupid.
It was just too much. It's like, oh god.
I mean, it's like it's not too much because it's like she's just masturbating. And it's like they don't show anything because it's like it's supposed to be a funny manga, so they don't show her masturbating. Like they don't show anything that happens. The most they show is her face, like getting all like red and
Hot
shit.
belly, red.
Like she shows the blushing and shit. That's about it.
Yeah. God, that kind of reminds me of one called I think it's called My Master.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to talk about that one?
Yes. So, basically, it showed a succubus flying into this dude's room. She's looking for a fresh male. Like, huge ass libido. Or whatever. A virgin, if you will. And she finds this one dude who literally just cannot get off. No matter how hard he tries, he's just not.
I
can't.
I know what you're talking about.
Like, he just can't. No matter how hard he tries, nothing piques his interest. So she's like, yeah, this is perfect. So, she goes and tries to take over his dream, whatever. It doesn't work. It turns out he's one of the... No, it turns out that he's one of the very few people that can always control their dreams.
Hell
so she couldn't do anything without it. So he basically, so she tried to have fun with him, but he's like, nah, we're gonna do it my way.
This my
and there's
dream,
nothing she could
bitch.
do about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And this other girl showed up. It's a nightmare. Because you know, like the whole myth thing with the mythological creature nightmare, which are like spirits that come in and give you nightmares.
Yeah.
Her whole thing was supposed to be giving him a nightmare, but she couldn't control it either, and she also got fucked by him too.
Nice.
Like the entire premise was her trying to fuck this dude against his will, and it never works out.
Yeah. Oh.
There was at one point they actually went inside his mind, like actually his memories and shit. It literally made that fucking dude have a mental fucking breakdown because they opened the wrong door.
Jesus.
Like this dude literally just fucking locked himself up in his room and just wouldn't leave. It was depressed as shit. Oh, because it had the memory of a girl he knew.
Put this man in sad hours.
Oh yeah.
But okay.
It was fucking crazy.
Away from this this triple X weird bullshit. Have you ever heard of Jagon with tons of A's? No, yeah. Jagon.
I'm not quite sure.
It has like frenzy frogs and shit that take over people, like giving their desires to awaken. Okay, so it has kind of the same premise of the Libidor's fetish thing earlier, except it's not a sexual thing. It's just purely like, what do you desire in life? So the main character's desire in life was just kind of like he was a pessimistic, hated life, but he was a cop. So he idolized the cop, like I guess his station had like a mascot, which the mascot's whole shtick was just like to shoot no matter what. So his desire was simply to be able to shoot and live how he wanted, because he hated life. So he just wanted to kill everything. So he got the power to turn his arm into a weapon, which was of course a pistol, because that's what he decided it to be. But later on, he can turn his arm into like a full-blown dragon to eat people. Like, it gets fucking crazy.
Almost sounds like Gleipnir in a way.
Yeah, it's like Gleipnir, but it's more of a mutation sort of thing than an alien.
A wish?
anything. Yeah, it's not a wish. It's more of like a mutation sort of thing. That's why I compared it more to libidoors, because it just kind of happened. Because what happened is like a frog, which they call frenzy frogs, entered their body because they're like, well, they're mutated frogs themselves, so they just kind of phased in, whether it went down your throat or it just kind of like shoved itself in your body, whatever. Maybe it just like morphed to you. I don't know. I don't kind of remember that because they made that in the beginning, and I'm like 100 chapters in. But the whole thing is like whatever your desire was is what you get. So his was to destroy anything, so he had the power to make his arm able to destroy anything, which is why it went from being a pistol to a dragon, because his desire grew to destroy more shit. But there's also different people, like later on where I'm at, there's a man who has the ability of a bacterial decaying like type thing.
Yeah.
It's a decaying bacteria. But he got the desire because his loved one, him and his loved one were scientists who made the bacteria that he now has the power for. And one of like their superior doctors, one of the superior doctors like manipulated the woman to like sort of, I don't know how to describe it, like release it without it being complete. So what him and his like girlfriend were trying to do as scientists was make a bacteria that can heal any wound and like help people get better, but it ended up decaying people from the inside out. So he got the power of that because he desired to be connected with her still. And the only thing that was still relevant to her life, because she done killed herself, was the bacteria in which they made together. Like, and now he just goes around killing people with the decaying bacteria.
You know, that kind of sounds similar to Big Order. I think is what the show is called.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you seen it?
I have not.
Basically, it's like these people that are called Order,
Mhm.
which are people who basically got their wish granted, in a way. Whatever their desire was, what they got.
Yeah.
Like, one dude, he wanted to rule the world when he was a kid. He was like, young whenever he did this.
Oh, I think I know. Is it like the anime where he causes a mass disaster and then later on this woman has like immortality? Yeah,
because she
never heard of the anime. That was another one that I found on YouTube, but I never, like, anytime I would watch it, it never had the fucking name, because it would have been like some bullshit title, like it's just a boy who wants to rule the world. Like, it was just a BS title by some like random ass anime channel, so I could never find out what the fuck the anime was.
I think it was called Big Order. Let me see. I'm big. So I know I came across it, like actually came across it, but I didn't have interest at the time.
Yeah. But it is Big Order. I just looked it up myself. I can see the pink hair chick in the background.
Yeah.
It has like a Persona vibe, because the monster's always behind him. But
as a matter of fact, I think there was actually there was a character in there. Who I don't know what her desire was, but it has something to do with the fact that the bow in her head, if it gets touched, she'll get pregnant.
His desire was to have 100 babies.
Nah. Like,
fuck?
Like the dude reached out to grab it because he wants to know what the fuck is with her ribbon. On her head, because it kind of looks like rabbit ears, and it's moving on its own. So he started to reach for it, and then she jumped away, saying not to touch it or else she'll get pregnant.
That's just kind of fucking funny. But
and then
and then
later they're walking together and she fucking falls, and he goes to try to grab her, and he grabbed the bow instead. and like she instant broke down into tears on her knees, crying as hell, and then just gets a like instant 9-month pregnant belly bump.
Damn.
Like instant
break.
And I mean like that.
Tough break. Jesus. But yeah, I can see the similarities to that and the Jagon.
Yeah.
I feel like Jagon gets way more like weird with it though, cause in Order they all seem human, but in Jagon they all get like weird. The Decay guy, he starts wearing like a Tanuki outfit, if you know what that is. Or Tengu, not Tanuki. Tanuki's the fucking mischievous raccoon. But like he has like white spiky ass hair. He has the Tengu mask and all that. But then there's also characters like the new bad guy that I'm getting to, where his body is all like it's just a gray sludge, and he has sunken eyes, a sunken face. Like he just looks like a thing of goo. Like, have you ever seen that old ass movie Flubber with Robin Williams?
Or the older ass movie that it was a remake of.
Well, yeah, or that one. Like, I just said the Robin Williams one because that's what most people know.
Because that one was for some reason more iconic.
Yeah, but he looked like Flubber if it was gray instead
of green.
Which
yeah, also, did you know the entirety of Flubber was all, like, most of it was all, improv? So, like, all the people that had to animate in CG, Robin Williams made it a lot harder.
Oh, yeah. But that's the whole reason why everybody loved Robin Williams, is because he did whatever. That's why the Genie's so good.
Yeah. But the one scene that was improv that made it so difficult for...
The one where he flexes it over their face.
Wherever he stretched it out and shoved it on his face.
Yeah.
That scene right there was improv.
Like, I'm not a professional fucking editor. Or I'm not like a professional animator, but like, I've animated or tried to multiple times. I've only ever had one thing look good in my cartoony ass way. But like, animating something to look clear, flexible, and at the same time still realistic enough to be in a live action movie, at the time that was fucking made, would be impossible. So for them to do that shit, they fucking gave it their all.
Especially the dance scene with the flubber, with all the flubbers. Because that whole entire scene was all CG, every last bit of it.
Yeah, I know. But with that, they used a lot of lighting techniques, which anybody can really do. Because what they did for that was, they made the stage and all, like they made it for real, but then they copy and pasted it into CG, so then they can add the lighting effects to it. And then they added Flubber onto that. So then Flubber looked realistically standing on the stage versus them trying to edit it on something that is already real, and they had to fix all the lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it looks fucking phenomenal, but it's like that's so much extra work they did just to make it look like Flubber is standing there versus like clearly forced edited in. But back to the fucking manga. He looked like Flubber, except like it looked like if you put your thumbs inside of the face, so he had eyeballs and like it was like Play-Doh. He just kind of pushed in the face. But then like when he gets pissed off, you can see his pupils glow just white because it's black and white, so of course. But his power is that he wants to make everybody have a desire and a power. So his whole thing is when he makes a deal with somebody, he kind of like absorbs their soul in a way. So he has 1,000,000 people's souls, and he can never die because you're too busy killing off everyone else he done like consumed, basically. So he's immortal by using other people as a product. And he starts up his own carnival and like all this other shit just to hide the fact of what he's doing. Like he's just a sicko. But it's fucking cool, cause like the desires can either be just fucking wacky or it can be full blown. Like, there's a man who just hated his life and wish to be somebody else. So he got the power to absorb people, like fully absorb them. Like if you ever played Prototype, it did that. Like he looked exactly like them, had all their memories, and had the emotions that they felt once, but he was still him all at the same time. So he goes around and he falls in love with Dragon as he absorbs a girl. So he just goes around trying to find Dragon, which is the main character with the fucking pistol hand. All while also feeling all the emotions that him and the girl he absorbed had. So he just ends up fucking like a random guy while loving Dragon because he had his emotions and the girl's emotions. Like, it says it's all about desire, but like sometimes it feels like it's not, simply because you have moments like that where it's like the desire is one thing, but the power they get is also a thing.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool.
It's almost like Gleipnir, where like they have a desire, but it's super vague, so their power is very out there. While
like,
other people
it's
who
either their
knows
power
what they
is
exactly
loose
they
or
want.
it's there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
like
like
they got
Order and
people
Gleipnir
that-
if they mixed, because Gleipnir has the whole thing where it gets all wacky and the things are loose, but Order has it where it's like it's just straight up and they're still people. I feel like it's a mix of those because it can get wacky and it can get to where it feels like the power is loose, but at the same time, like with Dragon, his whole wish was to destroy people, and his idol was the police mascot, which is why he has a pistol hand. So it's like it can be exactly on the dot or it can be out there. Like this one chick just wants to help people, so she has the power to heal people with physical touch, like the Riza shit. So she just like kisses them and like, there goes your boo-boo. It's like, okay. And then of course you have the other guy who looks like a gray Play-Doh flubber. It's like, it can be weird or it can be normal, which makes it cooler simply because they gave themselves flexibility for all this. But at the same time, I don't know if I should discredit them for doing that, because it makes the overall thing cool, but then it makes it way stranger than it needs to be at some points. But I mean, it's cool. I'd recommend it if you ever want something to like fully get into. It's literally just J-A-G and then tons of A's and then N. Right. And then I think it ends with a apostrophe or whatever, because it's supposed to be like somebody's yelling it. Luna, do you have any anime or manga? Jeez, we've been doing all the talking here for fucking...
Honestly.
For a viewer, you sure aren't helping me commentate, like, Jesus. I'm a streamer, it takes one-on-one talk. I can't just talk to Chris all day. I mean, he eventually wants to go do his life. Jesus. I don't have a life.
I'm trying to remember. Like, Gleipnir, what I liked about it is that a lot of people were vague about what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So they got very vague, like they got very strange powers. Like the powers,
like their wish was
exactly like they wanted.
Yeah.
But it was exactly what they said, but it was very grotesque or very odd.
Yeah.
Some people wanted power,
like...
so they got like bodies that kind of fit what they wanted, like for power.
Yeah, I feel like
really
for
disgusting.
that manga, they pulled the whole genie type thing. Because that's the whole, like, stick with the genie is that, like, you need to say exactly what you want and get exactly what you get. Which is kind of what they pulled, because most of the people who made a wish was vague as fuck. So they got a vague as fuck thing. Just...
Like, it's not like, it's what they wanted.
Yeah, it's what they wanted, but it's like, if they said exactly, like, fully to the T what they wanted, it would have been different. Like, yeah. It's what you wish for.
I got one person.
Yeah,
like one person actually got very specific power. That was to make, what she wanted was something that no one could lie to her.
Yeah, wasn't
and no
it the
one
hair
could
chick?
tell their secrets. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was very specific.
with what she wanted. So she didn't get like no weird ass transformation or shit, something like that.
Yeah.
All she had to do was braid her hair into a necklace, and it will fuse to your neck. So if you try to tell her secrets,
Yeah, which was pretty fucking dope to see in the anime, just because scars look cool on characters, hands down.
oh yeah.
It's what it kind of looked like throughout the whole thing. It's just a scar.
Yep.
Seconds left. 5 seconds to go. Op 4 eliminated. Successful.
Luna, where the fuck are you? I inserted you as the butt of the joke and you haven't said shit. Jesus. Trying to think of anything else. Cause I don't really have much anymore that I can just think of on the top of my head. I mean, of course there's always like the Blue Exorcist and shit, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people already like know. Like I'm sure you even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Akiken? Or Akikan? I don't know how to pronounce it.
I think I have.
Well, basically, it's literally the main character goes to a soda machine and buys a soda. Takes a sip and the soda turns into a girl.
Oh, yeah. I never actually watched it, but I've seen it. Cause it gets like a limeade drink or whatever.
He gets like a melon soda.
Yeah.
Like some girl got a sports drink and she cannot drink carbonated soda, period, because she gets drunk off of carbonation, which I still don't understand how it works. But that's what happened.
There's a new manga that's out called Sakamoto Days. That's good. It's about a hitman who quit being a hitman because he got happily married and now is just a store clerk, but he still gets like shoved into scenarios where he has to beat the shit out of people, but he refuses to kill anybody because it's the number one rule in his house. Now that he's a store clerk.
Yeah.
And then there's like this man who's a psychic, so he can read minds. So anytime Sakamoto gets pissed, he just imagines beating the shit and killing him. And then it just kind of keeps going from there. It's supposed to be funny, but I mean it has action in it and shit. And it's recent, it just started.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember a couple I've seen that weren't really popular, but I came across that were pretty good, but I can't really remember. Besides Soul Land, because you can't find an official translation anywhere.
Secure the area.
Yeah.
The bomb's protected.
Which kind of makes me want to fucking cry.
Cry, so sad.
Then there's
Located a bomb. Protected.
come on, there's one somewhere. I've seen. Wait, can I remember? You know, this is a lot of interesting ones. I can't remember any off the top of my head at the moment. Like Heaven and Earth. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's like a martial arts anime. And
this man.
these two students, these two transfer students, alright.
Uh-huh.
They're clearly delinquents. They came from another school. I wouldn't say transfer students because they didn't officially transfer. They just walked into the fucking school and immediately started beating everyone in there.
Yeah.
They just busted in and started kicking all the students' ass. Now, all the other schools they ran into were just normal schools that had like delinquent type people in there. They kicked their ass. This school is a martial arts school. Every club they have is a form of martial arts. And they just walked in and kicked all their fucking shit until until they ran into this woman. Well, this girl. So when you see her, she's like 3 foot fucking tall. You know, looked like she was fucking 12. But it turns out it's just one of the secret techniques of her family martial arts skill, where they could transform their body to younger form. Because then when she got serious and actually was gonna beat that shit out of the fucker, she just grew to what she actually looked like. She grew like fucking double D's. Like,
damn, you matured like in a second.
Like in a fucking second. And just so you know, the main character is like 4'5". He's actually kind of short.
Yeah.
His friend is like 6 foot tall. And he kind of looks Brazilian.
But does he have like the dark skin vibe, like Chad from Bleach?
Yeah. And the martial art he knows, because he actually knows one. I think it was called capoeira. It's like, on the outside, it kind of looks like dancing. It looks like a very rhythmic way of fighting. It kind of looks like breakdancing.
Yeah.
Because that's like his whole fighting style. The other dude's like straight up street fighting. Well, the girl they ran into after beating in almost like half the students, fucking hit him upside the head out the fucking window, straight towards one of the dojos, which was the dojo that she was the captain of.
Oh boy!
And she asked one of the disciples there, which is like the only one that's training, like the only like one that's actually training there.
Yeah.
Asked him if her sister is there. He said, yeah, she's in the showers. And she looked at the dojo and was like, oh, fuck. And he busted through the ceiling, which happened to land right in the shower room. It's like, fuck, Jesus fucking Christ. Just keep wow. I think they're like on the 3rd floor.
Fucking coincidence.
Yeah, he's like, God damn it, like, what the fuck is her problem? He looks up and he sees that woman's sister fucking butt-ass naked, and she's staring at him. Guess what she does? She just kisses him.
Oh.
and then proceeds to say, "You're now my husband."
Oh, well, that's definitely not the reaction I thought.
Now, let me tell you why. Because in their family is actually like a rule, like a tradition, that if a dude sees you naked, you gotta marry them.
I've seen
an old tradition.
Though, yeah, I've seen animes where they pulled that shit.
Yeah. Then like later, like she goes and gives him a bento box. Like I think like the next day, because now they're going to school there.
Yeah.
The reason.
Reasons.
And then like the dude that the woman like asked if her sister was in the dojo, he was there. He was actually very pissed off because he was actually in love with that girl. Yeah. And they kind of started fighting. Just keep in mind the dude like the short ass dude is actually getting his ass beat. He wasn't really putting up a good fight. He barely actually landed any punches.
Yeah.
Then as he was getting knocked out and half conscious, he was falling over in slow motion. The girl that pretty much thinks of him as her husband straight up said, "Nah, this isn't how my boyfriend is going to go down. Get your ass up!" And like he stops halfway falling. Like he literally just stops falling. Stands straight up and is like, "Who the fuck are you calling your boyfriend? Nah, that's not how it's going down. Jeez, I almost got knocked unconscious." Okay, I'll continue the fight. Right before that dude threw the first punch, he pulled out the bento box, shoved it in his face. And, like, he didn't put it in his face, he just kind of put it in front of him. The dude stopped. He's like, "Gotcha!" Punched him straight in the face. But yeah, ain't so nice now. I'm a street fighter, I don't play fair.
That's like some assassination classroom level shit where he does the clap in his face.
Yeah.
But the dude got fucking pissed off. You could tell because his eyes turned straight red.
Yeah.
He was fucking pissed. And he beat this dude half to death. like, I know, I've seen the scene on YouTube before I even found the show, and whenever I did, I saw that scene, I'm like, oh my god, that's where it came from. Holy shit. The dude got beat senseless. I mean, he was coughing up blood, his nose was bleeding all the hell. Like, it took like 4 people to stop him. To keep him from killing him.
The other guy's fine. It's just a flesh wound.
Especially when, like, it wasn't until later you find out he's a prodigy of the style of fighting that the girl taught anyways. He was naturally gifted in it.
Mr. 4 foot is gifted.
Yeah.